Why did I defend you singing? Why did I defend you swinging? That funny old tune will drive me to ruin. It came along and made me its slave. Now I'm craving things that I should crave. It came along and made me its slave. Now I'm craving things that I should crave.
Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome to Chud Watch. Once again, we're going to be taking a look at Chuds doing weird Chud stuff. Everything from Jeremy finally getting blocked by Brie Larson, sort of. She is now blocked from commenting on any of her videos, which I find pretty funny, and he's having a meltdown about it. So we're going to go ahead and check out him freaking out. We have Terrence Popp freaking out and saying that generals are going to do a coup. Let's see, we have Elliot Hulse talking about blue pills that are destroying lives. We have Liberty Hangout. We have, oh god, why am I forgetting Poop Girl's name? Oh no! Caitlin Bennett. We have her. We have that undead chronic guy who calls everyone cucks, saying that feminists are gonna cause a civil war. Some right-wing watch videos. This guy thinks the 1950s were amazing and we should go back to them. And yeah, that's what's on the docket today. So I hope you're all doing well. Altered Rin, hello. History Chick 96, thanks for 10 months. The Shadow Witch with 100 bits says, I'm back, bitches. Got my name back, too. Hi, Hannah. Much love. Thank you very much. Let's see. Artemis8192 says, update about girl clothes. I bought a bra and inserts, and I love them. I was way too nervous to buy anything else. Okay, still, good for you. I'm glad you were able to get something that makes you happy, you know? Nick with 45-bit says, Elliot, lulse. Review this. Okay, what is it? Oh, the Crypto Land thing. You know what? I consider Crypto Bros close enough to Chuds that we can watch that. D-Zug with 12 months. Thanks for subscribing with Prime. Hawthorne723 with 100 bits says, was about to go to bed. It's 10:45 p.m. here, but I got notified Hannah is going live, so I guess I'm staying up a couple extra hours. I appreciate it, but you can go to sleep if you want. You can just catch the VOD later. I don't want you to stay up and be exhausted just to watch me. I'm not that entertaining. 47% to level 1 on the hype train. Thanks for kicking that off, everyone. Did I ever watch the Punished Bernie cleanse? No, I did not. While we're waiting and we're doing the hype train, let's watch just some short videos, shall we? From Right Wing Watch blog. QAnon shaman claims existence of technologically advanced underground military bases.
Something else I'd like to mention. These deep underground military bases, okay, they are essentially a breakaway civilization because they have used billions upon billions.
Oh god, it was a little quiet. D-Zug, thanks for 12 months. Happy anniversary. I read that one, sorry. Neemzor Kolboth, thanks for gifting a sub to the community. 78% to level 1.
Something else I'd like to mention. These deep underground military bases, okay, they are essentially a breakaway civilization because
these are referred to as DUMBs, deep underground military bases. These are referred to as DUMBs by QAnon people. I understand that there are actual, like, military bases and bunkers around the country or whatever, but that is not what they're talking about. They're not talking about real places. Well, they think they're real. They're talking about, they basically think there's tunnels and secret underground, like, cities and stuff that the government is keeping, like, children in. It's a whole QAnon thing. Morak with 50-bit says, just finished Centaur World. I haven't ugly cried over a show like that in a very long time. It's a very strange show, so it's hard to know if I can recommend it, but I really enjoyed it. Cidosaurus says, won a national contest at work and won a trip to a conference in Nashville in March. Less awesome than going to Vegas like I did the year before, but still sweet. Anyone know anything interesting to do in Nashville, or is it just cows?
they have used billions upon billions of dollars to technologically
Are we doing bingo? We're not doing tinfoil today.
Grow without the knowledge of the public. And so for every year that human civilization progresses up on the surface, the military-industrial complex, these deep underground bases, they have progressed in many cases like 5 to 10 years, sometimes 10 to 20 years, as far as technology is concerned. Okay, and if you realize that they've been doing this ever since like the 50s, then where they are at technologically right now is like several hundred years ahead of where we are technologically.
Mental health care in this country is non-existent, isn't it? MW1642, thanks for 100 bits.
Right now. And when the truth about these patents ends up surfacing to our civilization up here, we're going to see a whole new world, okay?
I saw a documentary about that. I think it was called Aladdin. Bittergrin with 100 bits, thank you.
Far beyond most people's imagining.
Jesus Christ. That guy should probably be in a mental institution, not necessarily prison. He's clearly crazy. MH Darkbeast says, howdy, Hannah. This is likely more conspiracy stuff, but I know you like fresh meat. Let's see.
In the sky that
Let's see. The Statue of Liberty is a man dressed as a woman. Transgender castrated wife of Baal. They mock us. Alright, that sounds interesting. Humiliated Grapes, thank you for chatting with 100 bits. That's your first chat, too. I very much appreciate that. Thank you.
alarmed me significantly, that sent me on a little rabbi trail, okay? And this rabbi trail took me to a place that I really didn't want to go. So I'm going to give you a close-up of this picture here. This is the moon and the star, as you can see here.
Citosaurus with 50 bits says, gotta drive home now. You'll be my background noise on my way back home. Drive safe.
Okay, that I'm talking about, that shows up again on Ishtar's chariot. But what I want to focus on is this. There's a close-up, ladies and gentlemen, and what does that look like?
It looks like a pretty common tableau of a savior figure with the sun behind their head. This image was used for Jesus. I think similar images were used for the sun god in Egypt. It's not an uncommon artistic trope. Garf Shield, thanks for 3 months, says, oh no, am I late? Not too late. We're still on the beginning of the show hype train. Speaking of which, 41% to level 2. Hats off. Okay. I'm probably going to do the glasses.
The Statue of Liberty. So I'm going to take a little bit of a rabbit trail for a second and get uncomfortable. And we're going to find out who Lady Liberty really is. So we're going to go back to the French sculptor Frederic Augustus Bartholdi. In 1834 to 1904, went to Egypt in
R. Wester V, thanks for 100 bits.
1868 for inspiration.
Oh, we got a 12-year-old in chat. You guys can't see the person. At least I don't think so. Oh, there's another band for you. Oh, someone else got it. Thank you.
Construction of the Statue of Liberty began in 1878. So let me talk about this for just a second. How many of you...
What? Hold on. What was that username in Leet Speak? Leet Speak? Is it 2003 already? God damn. Hold on. What is this? Fuck bitches. Fuck bitch. Fuck bitch. Fuck bitches, I'm hopeful? That's a terrible name. Jesus Christ, how many screen names did you go through before you had to get that one? God damn. Moppy Muttons, thanks for 6 months. Says, in my second trimester of my sub-baby, had a tough week dealing with my childhood abuse and found out my grandpa abused my mom. I'm looking forward to laughing at these chuds. I'm sorry to hear that.
We're told in school that the French donated the Statue of Liberty to the United States of America.
75% to level 2.
Okay. How many know that is absolutely not the truth whatsoever? Okay? Whatever they tell you, just forget about it, right? It just totally backs what you were thinking in high school, which is why...
Oh, it's fuck you bitches, I'm hopeful? Okay, that's still not good. Yeah.
Why am I here anyway, right? You find out years later, you were right. But what I want to talk about here is this. The Statue of Liberty, when Bartholdi was pitching this, he was a sculptor, okay? And as a sculptor, he was trying to build something great that had never been done before. And so he went to Egypt to be...
Ooh, Excessive Observer, thank you for 1,000 bits. Very generous. Oh, bitchless, not bitches. That makes sense. R. Wester V with 100 bits, thank you. H-Baird with 100 bits says, the underground city with people advanced technology is the plot to the miniseries Ascension. Yeah, a lot of conspiracy theorists aren't very creative. They seem to steal stuff from TV shows and stuff.
inspired.
Basically, the entire QAnon conception of adrenochrome comes from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Presumably the movie, not the book, because I don't know how many of them could actually read.
Because he knew that in Egypt, everything was huge, okay? Everything was big, from the pyramids to all the different statues. Everything was super life-size, and he wanted to get that inspiration. Keep that in mind. Then what he did was
especially the royal birth defects caused by generations of inbreeding. Those are pretty big as well. Talking to you, Tutankhamun.
went around the world pitching the Statue of Liberty.
Puka the Duka, thank you for 600 bits. We're at 64% to level 3.
We were not the first place that he went to. He was a salesman and a sculptor at the same time. And what happened is they went to America. America liked the idea and tried to raise funds for the Statue of Liberty, but they couldn't. They were having a very difficult time raising the funds for the Statue of Liberty until one gentleman in a local paper, decided to write a blog, or what we would call a blog today, or a newspaper article.
Do you think people are so stupid you have to contextualize what a newspaper article is by calling it a blog? Toxaholic, thanks for 200 bits. Raven with 100 bits says, didn't Call literally say go watch Fear and Loathing as evidence that adrenochrome is real? Lols. What a childlike understanding of the world. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hunter S. Thompson later came out and was like, oh, I made that all up for the book. That's not real. That's not how that works. Tucker White says, of course the Chuds haven't read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Hannah. Books are for commies and gays.
Basically ripping on the middle class, saying, hey, the rich cannot be the only ones that represent America. We need to give to this cause because we need a representation of freedom. And wouldn't you believe it, lo and behold, they raised the funds and they began the process of bringing the Statue of Liberty over to America and assembling it on American soil. Now, what's fascinating is if you look at the picture that's on your screen right now, I'm sure it's total coincidence, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not necessarily coincidence. It's a pretty common, trope in art to have stuff like that, to have a crown, or if it's something where it's like the sun or a light shining behind the head. Not uncommon. Bitter Old Ass Broad says, LOL, came in earlier, but sent cast to wrong. Hashtag boomer.
That the statue on the left not only looks identical to the Statue of Liberty, but has...
No, it doesn't. They're completely different. The only common thing is it looks like the Statue of Liberty has a crown, and it looks like the thing in the image either has a crown or it's supposed to be like light. I can't really tell. But it doesn't look like a crown to me. It looks like this is supposed to be hair. I don't know, though. Lily Love Stuff says, isn't it an allusion to the Colossal of Rhodes? I have no idea. I don't know.
The exact same rays coming off what is arraying her head as the sun rays, representing the 7 continents of the world.
89% to level 3.
It is the sun god that presides over the world. Oh, I'm not done yet. This is Attis. Now, Attis is somebody you need to understand who he is, because...
Raven with 45 bits says, all hail the ineffable Lord of the Sun. Humiliated Grapes with 100 bits, thank you. Tea with Goblins with 100 bits says, bloop, and gets us to level 3 of the hype train, thank you. Slowly but steadily, we're getting there. KR Goss, thanks for gifting a sub.
Because Attis was the priest or the main...
H. Baird says, Helios crowns were common on colossal sculptures in the ancient world. Stone Corpel with 100 bits says, hello, Hannah. Hi.
Servant of Kybele, or Ishtar, or...
We're not doing bingo today, guys.
The wife of Baal, the sun god. And
this happens to be a conspiracy video, but we're not doing conspiracies really today. Someone just sent this, and I thought it looked interesting. So I wanted to do this during the hype train. I missed a Lily Love Stuff bits. Isn't it an allusion to the Colossal of Rhodes? I honestly don't know. I don't know Statue of Liberty history.
Their craziness.
You've lost the plot. What's the thesis of this argument? The Statue of Liberty is an occult evil symbol, basically, is his supposition.
Yes, let's just leave it.
Proposition? Supposition. Insert whatever word is correct.
That wink wink. of what went happen in those times, is he castrated himself, then would dress up, cross-dress as a woman, and wear this hat. This is a close...
Wait, did I go back in time at some point? I also have an affinity for hats and no longer having a penis. Huh. Morok with 50 bits says, wait. Baal the sun god, he was the god of the river.
Close-up of the castrated Addis on the left and Lady Liberty on the right. What I want to suggest to you when I got to this part is I thought to myself, oh my goodness, is Lady Liberty really a lady?
It's a statue cast in, I think, copper, bronze, I don't know. It doesn't have genitals. Does it matter? But yeah, sure, Tucker White. The Statue of Liberty can be a femboy. That's fine. I'm cool with that. What's more liberating than being a femboy? Sky Comet Fallen says, Mesopotamian underworld goddess and rival of Ishtar, Ereshkigal, who's possessing me. Fuck Ishtar, she sucks. Logarth says, Justice is blind and trans, apparently. Bittergrin says, wait, is this a transvestigation of a statue? Yes.
Or is it Larry Liberty? I don't know. But I'm going to let you decide.
I'm pretty sure we know who modeled for the actual Statue of Liberty. It was a woman, to my understanding. H-Baird says, if the Lady Liberty is trans, let's start a petition to change the sun crown to cat ears. MH Darkbeast says, now I'm just thinking of that discussion in Ghostbusters 2 about the Statue of Liberty. Tea with Goblin says, may I recommend the channel Religion for Breakfast, not a play on stream, but just as a general antidote to conspiracy nonsense like this. This video is about ancient solar gods and Sol Invictus.
The sun.
Cool. Thank you.
As we do a little bit
48% to level 4 with a minute left.
close up here, and you tell me if that looks like a feminine face.
I mean, yeah. It's a statue, my guy. It's a fucking statue. I wish I had so few problems in my life that this was a concern to me. The theoretical gender of an inanimate object.
Ignore the long hair. Remember, the priests of Ishtar wore long hair, they castrated themselves, wore robes like women, and wore these headdresses. Now, one more better for you. Here is her face before it is assembled, and before you have the ability to look at the hair and be influenced.
What is this music choice that they laid over this speech, too? I'm supposed to go, oh my god, the Statue of Liberty has a theoretical penis! 62% with 20 seconds left. Someone save the train. He's trying to the bones a fucking statue. I know. Felix Night Owl with 75 bits. Astro Fox with 100 says, this is so dumb. It's not even a person. It's a personification of the idea of liberty. Sky Comet Fallen says, breaking news. Lady Liberty is a drag queen. She'll be performing next week at your local gay club. Hype Train died. Thank you for level 3, though. Overthought says, give me your questioning, your transitioning, your huddled masses, yearning to be as they truly are.
That's under construction. If I'd known any better, I would think it was Superman.
Wait, what? I'm both confused of his conception of what a woman is allowed to look like and also what Superman looks like.
So you can be the judge, ladies and gentlemen, but this little rabbit trail here, I believe, shows us that not only has Addis, or the priest of Ishtar, and sun god worship showing up all over Egypt, all over Rome, all over Greece, and everywhere else in the Eastern Mediterranean, but is on our soils and has infiltrated America today and has literally become the epitome and the torch of freedom, it's bondage. Let's go one further. The 7 rays of the sun. Notice the nimbus, the halo of rays of the sun. This is an
Oh God, is he gonna say 7 deadly sins?
ancient pagan sun god.
Did I see the vid of Northern Lions highlights of super auto pets? I don't know what any of that means now.
It's everywhere. This is not something they just made up. Helios, look at this. Holding a torch.
Oh, that's what you guys were talking about. Yeah, I would imagine it's a reference to that. They're trying to confer a lineage visually between ancient Greece or Rome, whatever. I don't know which one it's from. I apologize. Classical history. Not my forte. Anyway, I'd imagine they're intentionally drawing a parallel. I don't see an issue. Lumi, hey, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Everyone should go check out Lumi here on Twitch. Can we get a link to Lumi's channel? I'd very much appreciate it. I hope you're at a good stream. Sky Comet Fallen says, who cares if it's sun worship? I know, right? Right now, we are just finishing up a video. Oh, by the way, I should introduce myself. I'm Hannah. Hi, I'm a leftist streamer, trans, my pronouns are she, her. Right now, we are watching a transvestigation video on the Statue of Liberty. This guy believes that the Statue of Liberty, which is an inanimate object, is secretly transgender. And he views this as basically Satanism. So we'll finish this up and then we'll get to some other weird right-wing nonsense.
He's the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
Tea with Goblins with 70-bit says, also, go look at some of the paintings of women from back in the 19th century. Feminine beauty ideals have changed a lot, and classical aesthetics were all the rage back then. Very much so.
Where did he get the idea of the torch?
The weird side of YouTube. Oh, this is just a normal day for me on stream, but yeah, for most people, it's the weird side of YouTube, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, he took a trip here. He took a trip to
For you, this is the weird side of YouTube. For me, it's my front page recommended.
Egypt. He studied these things. This is what he saw. An over 100-foot colossus of Helios with this headpiece on of the 7 rays of the sun. Don't tell me that that didn't influence him.
It probably did. People who built stuff for the United States were very big on, like, hey, let's harken back to classical architecture. Go look at Washington, D.C. What do you think that's based on? They didn't invent columns.
Exact attributes of Helios or the Colossus.
Oh, by the way, Redus Present, thank you for following, and Gift of Gabe TV, thanks for following.
And the sun god and all of those things show up in the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, okay. I wish cis people would stop being so weirded out about gender stuff. Oh boy. Okay, what obnoxious thing are we gonna watch next? I think someone wanted to watch this crypto thing. Crypto Bros made a cartoon or something. Why is Elon Musk a turnoff? Because he's a big piece of shit. Elon Musk is an awful human being. And I hate him. Don't get me started on Elon Musk. I'll give you guys a fucking TED Talk on Elon Musk. Rageology says, masculine-looking women in Western art is basically traditional. It comes from both ancient Rome, where features were correlated with personality, so a goddess with masculine roles like Athena had to have masculine features, otherwise it was unrealistic, and Renaissance Italy, where it was immoral for an artist to be alone with masculine features, otherwise it was unrealistic, and Renaissance Italy, where it was immoral for artists to be alone with women, so lots of female models were men who cross-dressed, and the artist feminized them somewhat. I think I read a line twice, but you get it. Lovely Love Stuff says, on the pedestal it even calls the Statue of Liberty a new colossus, and in ancient Greek beauty standards, beautiful women would have had a masculine face, women were supposedly just deformed men, and beauty would still have thick eyebrows that met in the middle. I'm a recovering classics nerd. Fun. Was that Elliot Hulse? It sure was. React to Tominus Maximus? Oh god, what's this? Who was gayer, the ancient Greeks or Romans? Oh god. Why? I'm not doing Cryptoland, am I? I guess I have to. So someone sent this to me. This is something crypto bros do. I don't know if you guys... I know I'm not the first person who's checked this out on stream, and I doubt I'll be the last, but I guess we gotta check this out. This is, how do I put this? People who do cryptocurrency are basically bereft of creativity and the ability to create art. So instead they create things like this and value for themselves by bilking others out of ridiculous sums of money to validate their existence. So let's see what they've created here, shall we?
Be part of the world's first physical crypto island? Here's
Oh no.
Tau. Cryptoland is an international hub for the community to come live, work, and have fun and enjoy a first-class crypto lifestyle. A private
If hell was real, the bottom layer would not be Satan constantly eating and pooping me out and re-eating, much like in Dante's Inferno. It would be me stuck on Crypto Bro Island for all of eternity. They're all just looking for Wi-Fi to check their fucking Robin Hood accounts.
island with a complete ecosystem that represents the blooming crypto space. A paradise made by crypto enthusiasts for crypto enthusiasts.
Oh god. Hydrate.
Cryptoland has 3 main areas: Cryptoland Bay, House of Dao, and the Blockchain Hills.
Oh no! I don't think an island can sustain this many libertarians without Lord of the Flies being reenacted.
Cryptoland Bay, composed of multiple crypto-themed zones, such as the Crypto Beach, the Working Hub, and Cryptoland's Resort, among
How is crypto a theme? You're just naming things after it. That's not a theme. You see a theme, you don't say a theme.
many others. House of Dao, the amazing crypto startup
Yeah, this is just part of the presentation before the actual cartoon happens.
village, created to attract and incubate the world's best blockchain projects, and the
This island is an international territory, right? So if we, like, went and started, like, a pirate gang... What do you call a group of pirates? A pirate guild? A pirate armada? And just took over the island? I mean, who's gonna stop us, really?
the jewel of Cryptoland, the Blockchain Hills, the exclusive
A crew? I'm very smart. I remember basic words.
residential
I know words like verisimilitude and anti-disestablishmentarianism. I remember the word crew, obviously. Mike Mac says, makes Fire Festival competent. At least Fire Festival actually had tents.
area. If you want to own a piece of Cryptoland, this is for you. There are only 60 parcels of 1 acre each available for visionary investors to acquire land in the coolest place on Earth. Last but not least, in addition to the 60 parcels, 1 parcel has been reserved to build the Vladimir Club, a members-only club just for Cryptolanders.
If they didn't have the video, if they didn't have the architectural plans, if they didn't have the purchase agreement already done for the island, if they didn't have
Oh god, this guy looks like Kevin Pereira if he took steroids. Does anyone remember Kevin Pereira? Sky Comment Fallen says, that libertarian Lord of the Flies comment, I just died laughing IRL. My parents looked at me like I'd lost my mind. You're on this stream, so there's a good chance you already have.
the master plan for the government of Fiji already signed off. If they hadn't spent $500,000 of their own money getting all this stuff done already, then I wouldn't have been interested, right? But they've already done all this work for the past 2.5
That's
years.
incredible. This is by far one of the most ambitious projects I've seen,
Oh yeah, on this island, right-clicking gets you the death penalty, obviously.
and what I'm easily the most excited for. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure I get one of these lots.
When you actually, like, go to, like, the store on this island, you don't buy groceries, you buy NFTs of the groceries. Audis Noir says, what in the name of late-stage capitalist Ponzi scheme Disneyland am I looking at? I think he answered your own question. Dr. Gamble says, where's the NFT-themed amusement park? Boo, worst crypto-themed real estate. Yeah, there's one big ride, it's called the rug pull. It's a giant rug, and everyone gets on it, and it pulls out, and everyone falls over, and all their money falls out of their wallet. And real people come up and mug you. It's like really dealing with cryptocurrency. Radiology says there was a person in Renaissance Florence who was a sex worker and whilst born male, only ever dressed in women's clothes that only answered to female name, to the point where they chose being burnt alive rather than living as a man. If gender nonconformity wasn't a modern thing invented by mentally ill people, I would say they were trans. Oh, don't you love trans erasure throughout history? H. Baird says, if this is libertarian, who has the authority to keep the island down to 60 units? Wouldn't everyone just try to subdivide into a slum? I honestly want them to actually get this island just because I want to see the horrific social experiment that would take place here. And honestly, I like a good disaster documentary, so...
Thoughts. I highly recommend you go watch this.
Guys, we're gonna watch the animated short. I'm just long-winded. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Look at the quality of this 3D animation.
Hi, this is me, Christopher, a crypto degen with a crush for crypto kitties. I'm on
Oh, no. Oh.
my way to Cryptoland, the #1 crypto destination on Earth where crypto enthusiasts, or crypto landers like we're called here, can meet with like-minded individuals in real life. And when Connie, the founder, told me that visionary investors could own a piece of this unique island,
Oh god, he's wearing a Bitcoin shirt. That shirt has more value than every actual Bitcoin combined.
I smash bought one of the
His shirt changes randomly in the first couple seconds? Oh god.
60 exclusive parcels on the blockchain hills. That's how I
Oh god.
became a king crypto lander.
I think they needed to re-render this and do something different with the lighting.
There it is.
I think the camera just straight up clipped through the window for like a frame you were in the window.
So, are you coming to the Vladimir Club party tonight?
Yeah, just for crypto lander NFT holders, right?
Yeah, man.
Have a nice day, sir.
Crypto bros want to fuck that sentient Bitcoin. I guarantee it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna fuck the sentient Bitcoin.
Thank you. Connie?
Christopher! Come here, buddy!
Oh, it's been a while.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, 50,000 blocks at least. Been waiting for you since consensus. What are you, a pending transaction or what?
Well, I guess I'm confirmed now. Ready to become a Cryptoland maximalist. This is
Oh, I hate every word that's coming out of the mouth of this character. Oh god, I've literally seen direct-to-DVD stuff at the dollar store that looks better than this. What is happening?
crazy.
Sir, welcome to Cryptoland, the hodlers of last resort.
Oh, brilliant. Hey, stacking sats like crazy, right?
Honey Badger don't care.
Oh no! Speedy Yoshi says, so you know in the first live-action Scooby-Doo when they go to an island that has a demonic cult that wants to steal everyone's soul and sacrifice Scooby? Getting those vibes from this. Spooky Island. I remember that movie well. Dr. Gamble says, somebody please save Delfino Isle from this travesty. There aren't enough flood jetpacks in the world to clear this off the map. We need a tactical nuke. We'll just call it, they won't even mind, we'll call it Nuke Coin. And we'll be like, we're dropping a big nuke coin today, everyone. Just stay put on the island, you'll be fine. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Devious Chilster says, how in the actual crap did they actually go into my head and extract my sleep paralysis demon? I actually fucking screamed when I saw that thing. Lily Lovestuff says, there is this Latverian song that's opening line is, instead of meat, I eat veggies and pussy. Truly, City Zenny is the voice of a generation. Logarth says, Coins Town. Rachology says, I didn't mention that the not trans person was also black. I forgot because that's also impossible, as there were no non-white people in Europe before the 19th century, as is common sense. Sidosaurus says, nuke it from orbit and hydrate.
The community's loving it, like on Twitter. Can't wait for you to give me a tour, Connie.
What do you want to see first, Christopher?
I don't know. Let's start with the best.
No, I always keep the best for last. Let's go leave your luggage in your home first, and then I'll show you around. All the other King Crypto...
So is this like a timeshare opportunity, but with crypto? So it's like 2 scams? Speedy OG says, which is more pathetic, people who make their entire personality being a crypto bro, an Elon stan, or a Trump person? They're the same picture.
Cryptolanders have been arriving from all corners of the world. When we get to the blockchain hills, you're gonna understand what I meant by a first-class crypto lifestyle, man. Hey, Martin.
Seriously, though, I'm gonna say crypto bros, probably. Elon stans are a close second. Trump people just are sad to me.
Please get us a car, would you?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is here. Carolyn, here he is.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Adams. Nice to see you, sir. Did you have a good flight?
Oh, yes. Excellent. Thanks for asking.
This is already unrealistic. They got a woman to come to the island. Tucker White with 45-bit says everything about this.
Fire!
Thanks, Bulma.
Great. Here are your keys.
Not your keys, not your bitcoins. Seriously?
Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin.
Where do you come up with these crazy ideas?
Is that a joke I'm supposed to understand? Is that a meme from the crypto community? Oh, their bathroom's called Shitcoin. Oh. Oh no. No. Mike Max says, welcome to Crypto Lamb. Dum 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 da 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 dum. Bittergrin says, try to count how many non-white people are on the island. Logarth says, non-flushable turd.
I'm not gonna tell you where.
Sir, the Lambo's ready. What?
To the moon!
Oh, the car's alive too. Okay.
Boom! To the room, not the moon. Entering the blockchain hills.
Hey, what's that?
The Vladimir Club, Cryptolanders members-only club. We are preparing everything for tonight. We are throwing the most epic crypto party ever. I wonder who your plus one is going to be. Here we are, King Cryptolanders territory.
Wow.
Did the coin just dunk on that guy for being single?
And here you have the 60 parcels.
I can't wait to get to mine.
Ta-da!
Oh my, wow! I got the parcel to build something dope for vacations, but now that I'm here, I might never leave. I already see we're gonna have the time of our lives!
This is incredibly ugly. No. Also, where are the other parcels? They were right next to each other in the wide shot, but now you can't see them when you're in the house, even though all the walls are glass. I'm gonna be DMCA'd for streaming Cars 4. I think Pokimane set a standard. If you stream something for 9 hours, it's fine. But the 10th hour, that's when Viacom will get you. Meek with 45-bit says the main character gives me mid-30s sex pat vibes. Pad, I assume you meant. Tea with Goblins. God damn, the bits are coming in. Sorry. Tea with Goblins says, may I ask Chad a favor? Anti-vaxxers are running this survey to try and prove the state governments how terribly oppressed they are by vaccine mandates for teachers. Wouldn't it be a shame if a bunch of us went there and mucked up the data by making out that they are all poorly qualified, no degrees, no diploma, not paying a mortgage, not seeking mental health, counseling, not actively looking for a new job? Do what you gotta do with that, chat. Nick says, snipe, become stream boss. Logarth says, the house looks like the Second Life threw up. Stone Corbell says, have you ever wanted to know what a vaporware meme would look like in hotel form?
Show me more!
Okay. First stop of the tour. This was on the top of the list. A much-requested working zone, the Hub. Folks approached me saying, Connie, we need somewhere where we can be programming surrounded by palm trees and views to open sea. They were sick of working from tiny offices. Why do that when they can work from paradise? So we built it. Come on in. People are picking up their passes for the event.
Might have to up the bit messages again soon. I know, and I just did it.
Tomorrow starts the Cryptoland Blockchain Week. We organize a number of different crypto conferences and meetups year-round. Lots of crypto VIPs coming tomorrow. You can feel the entrepreneurial spirit here. You can work, get coffee, and when you get stressed, you can hit up the de-stress room.
The de-stress room?
Yeah, the de-stress room.
A pool full of coins? That's insane.
Of course, their idea of being de-stressed is literally just being around money. That makes sense. Prokagam says, on this island, the only thing that gets debated more than which altcoin is best is the age of consent. Oh, they don't have a debate. They just don't care. On this island, everyone is a 7,000-year-old vampire.
Say,
Don't be shy. Go ahead and try. Everybody loves it.
woohoo!
If you like this, just wait until you...
Oh god, no, Mr. Coin Man! Slams door behind him. Sky Comet Fallen says, that's a tropical island. Anyone that's been to Florida knows glass walls are a bad idea. That house is going to give him cancer when it comes to temperature of the inside of the pizza oven. Or when it becomes the temperature of the inside of a pizza oven. Audis Noir says, stress relief for these guys is apparently pretending to be Scrooge McDuck.
You see what's next. The Crypto Restaurant.
There's no debate about the age of consent. They actually said they don't care. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely people that I don't hate at all.
You're gonna love this, Christopher.
To the moon!
You little bot. Jim, any tables available?
Well, we can set up the 12 if you want.
Alrighty, here we go. Monsieur, the order book. For startups, I would suggest the 10K Bitcoin pizza.
Oh god, it's all just memes. It's just crypto memes that no one understands but weirdos.
Atomic swap lemonade.
Thanks. Where's my fork?
Oh, and of course, you're gonna love this.
There they are.
Flash Crash Soda. The Lightning Network juice.
Oh,
Oh no! Are they gonna do a love subplot? Is he gonna fall in love with this crypto bro lady? Crypto babe? What do they call lady crypto bros? I know they're hypothetical, but what would you call them? Shishiban says, this is satire, right? Please tell me it is. It's not. Tucker White says, folks, I know I can't take this bat, but, fucking Food Fight had better animation than this. I don't think that's true. I've seen Food Fight. Better movie, but the animation in this is slightly better.
I'm sorry.
No, please, go ahead. I'm not a fan of forks, you know?
Oy, 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 oy.
Classic. Thanks.
Yes, you're very charming. It's just a fantasy for crypto bros. Oh, I want a woman to come along and find my incredible awkwardness. Super charming. Mike Beck says, we call that imagination. In fairness, awkwardness can be cute, but she is not reacting like a human being at all.
Enjoy your meal. See you around.
While you were too busy
Just give us your money, and we'll get you a place on an island where you can come and someone will love you.
doing your impressive wordplay, I went ahead and ordered for you a 10K pizza and a bubbly mutant serum for you. Bon appetit!
You know, Connie, I think I'm falling in love with this place. It's so peaceful.
Peaceful?
This makes you feel uncomfortably high. You should probably actually be high. It might turn back around and be good, like multiplying two negatives.
If it wasn't for those flying hackers, watch this.
Bitcoin?
Holy smokes. This is mass adoption at its finest. What's that?
That's Cryptoland's Walk of Fame.
Whoa!
Follow the crypto stars and you'll get to the moon.
That was fun.
Boy.
Oh man, I gotta up the I gotta up the Bitcoin minimum. I gotta up the bits minimum because this is fucking crazy. Tucker White says, hey, shitcoin. You don't get to act all self-aware of how awful the interaction was when this exists. Bittergrin says, apparently they took the tweet down, but the internet never forgets. Let me take a look. In case they take it down, holy shit, what will the age of consent be in Cryptoland? Mental maturity should be more than enough, winky face. Oh god! You're serious? They're fucking pedophiles trying to do... It's like a Jeffrey Epstein island, but just for crypto bros. Oh no!
We are in Crypto Beach, and fun is the norm here. Before you invest, study the best. And what do we say when investors make the test? Let's make a deep dive so we can survive. You don't want to end like my Mount Gox friend, but enough of swim, let's go to the proof of work gym. You can work out, make the ladies pass out.
Yeah, crypto bros are definitely the type that love the gym. Nick says, if mental maturity is enough, then the age of consent is going to be 25, just saying, so they're shooting themselves in the wang.
The aces.
I don't know if maturity is the bar. I don't know if anyone on Crypto Bro Island is ever going to reach the age of consent. Just to be clear.
You mine, that thanks to Bitmain, sweet friend of mine. But not everything is pretending. If you want a happy ending, you will need to combine body and mind. Got the keys of my wallet, where I hold cryptoland tokens, 'cause this place is blockchainized.
I miss Veggie Tales. Tea with Goblin says, I think my vagina just made the Windows 98 shutdown noise. Tucker White says, oh hey, it's a musical now. Yeah. Groundhog's Day, suicide, I get it.
Get familiarized.
Why is it Grease? What? Crypto bros don't all have the pop cultural touchstone of the John Travolta musical Grease?
Don't wanna leave, I feel like it all. Crypto is in my chromosome, that's the place, look at my face, I'm in the crypto space.
You are running crypto land, joining digital gang. Ooh, 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 honey cookies all around the land. Come visit us sometime. Ooh, 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 honey truly decentralized. Investors paradise. Ooh, 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 oh.
Movies got it very wrong. The end of the world is so much funnier than it's portrayed in movies. Civilization ending is so fucking funny.
All you need, oh yes, it's here.
Are you a good pilot? One of my favorite attractions here in Crypto Beach, the micronation of cryptocurrency. Which coin?
ETH.
I'll go with BTC. I'm lightning fast. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, boy, you beat me here, but I swear on the bull, I'm the king. Run along for your dear life. Make a price go up.
Why is it just loud noises? Sidosaurus says, this is giving me goosebumps in a bad way.
Come on, it's free, though I pay, but climb to the moon, the bee, let's take a dream team, the god, make me, Satoshi, with the crazy bird search.
Okay, now they're doing Prince Ali for some reason from Aladdin. Okay.
I'm exhausted. Cheers, Cryptopher.
I'm still amazed by the success of the Cryptolanders NFT collection. What a great idea.
It's the visionary community of Cryptolanders.
Can we get Disney to do to them what they did to Doyle? I don't know if that counts as parody. I don't know.
That supported it. Those are the real OGs. They quickly understood how powerful creating a physical representation of the metaverse would be. But in retrospect, it was inevitable.
Is that
a physical representation of the metaverse? So, reality. We call that the real world? Someone please touch grass.
You finally built the pyramid?
Hey, hey, hey! And boom!
I come from New York City, New York. I came here to connect a little bit, you know, and have fun.
I think the Pepe shirt was the most honest thing so far.
Oh my god. This must be a joke.
Hey, Christopher, check that out. I bet you haven't seen a pinball better than this one in your entire life. The world is not anymore like it used to be. No, no, no.
Can we not? Crypto Bros memeing the BitConnect thing is really dumb because, like, the BitConnect thing is indicative of the bullshit behind all Bitcoin. Like, we're laughing at you guys, not with you. Deadman
with NFTs, you can give your customers unique digital goods on the block.
I can't play this. Viacom. Also, I don't like South Park.
Oh, look at all these details.
Create an account, deposit your money, lock it up, become rich, involve family and friends, check your balance.
I love these games.
Well, if you like these games, then you might want to try Carlos and...
They're literally just lampshading the fact that their entire investment is a scam. Nick says they erected a memorial for a fucking literal Ponzi scheme as an actually fucking convicted. What? What's BitConnect? Oh god, BitConnect was a crypto scam that this guy was a part of the guy that's on these pinball machines that they're memeing about. He did a very famous presentation where he came out and did this weird presentation where he's like, hey, 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 BitConnect, and he was screaming about it. It was basically a Ponzi scheme where they were paying off old investors with the money from new investors and had no actual business strategy. It was a scam.
New York and Ponzi Connect. Well, I kicked Bernie Madoff's ass. Ring, ting, 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 ting.
I don't think they're allowed to use that music.
This is like the Disneyland of cryptos.
Oh, no! Give me my wallet! No! My hardware wallet!
Are you okay?
Yes, but he got my wallet.
Enough is enough. I'm gonna get him. Hey, darling, I know where we can get a 20% gain.
20%?
Or more. Let's take profits, baby. Before you go on free fall.
Oh no, he's flying away.
Oh my god, this is the fucking music from Superman, John Williams. How many people are they trying to get to sue them? Disney? So far we have Disney and Nintendo, two very famously litigious companies who are protective over their IP. And now whoever owns Superman. So Warner Brothers, probably? Warner Brothers?
Forget about it.
Three of the most litigious and profitable media companies on the planet. Genius.
Bitcoin?
This is honestly the business acumen that I would expect out of crypto bros, if I'm being honest. They just think they can do copyright infringement all the time and get away with it. That sounds about right.
He's dead.
He's dead?
Oh my god, thank you. By the way, I'm Bianca.
Christopher, nice to meet you again. Would you like to go for a walk?
Actually, I was thinking about taking a crypto kitty. Would you mind sharing?
I would love to.
Looks like he found his +1. Huh. Vladimir Club's party is about to start. As promised, we saved the best for last. See you all there. Can you see it?
Who couldn't? It's magical.
Well, you are the first person I've shown it to.
Now the fucking Beach Boys? What are we doing? Who owns the rights to Pet Sounds? What are we doing? Stop stealing from everyone! Stop it! It's a good album. La 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 fucking copyright infringement. Nick says, see, as a software engineer, I would have said, look, looks like he found his ++ instead of +1.
Hey, what's up? Where are you?
I'm here, waiting for the sound technicians.
Awesome.
Where are you, by the way?
We're a bit stuck here in the middle of Fiat land. Network congestion like always. But we should be there in around 10 to 15 minutes or so.
Cryptocurrencies attract many different people for many different reasons. What attracts us the most is the philosophical aspect of it.
No, it's not. You wanted to make a bunch of money on pump and dump schemes. We get it. No one doesn't get it at this point. At this point, the only people you're fooling are really stupid people or other crypto bros who are also trying to rip off other people, but you're just ripping each other off.
Technology that enables the expression of economic individual liberty.
Well, welcome everyone to the first ever presentation of Cryptoland. I'm sure everybody's very excited to hear all about this new project as we have the founders here today. But first I'd like to say a couple words myself. I was made aware of this project from the very beginning, and I remember very clearly the day that Max presented what they were creating and thinking, wow, I really want to go to Cryptoland. Yeah. And it sounds like many of you here are looking to do the same. So without further ado, I'd like to present Elena, president of Cryptoland, and Max, CEO. All yours.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for coming.
Today marks a very important milestone. It's taken us a very long time and a great deal of work. But it's been worth it because Now we can finally say that Cryptoland exists. It exists in digital form.
So it doesn't exist. I'm just saying, like, San Andreas exists on my PlayStation downstairs, but I can't go there, you know?
But it exists nonetheless. This is V1. And now we're going to enter into a very, very, very exciting phase, which is migrating V1 into the physical world. V2.
Okay, guys, all we have to do is buy an island, build out infrastructure, plumbing, electricity, internet, phone service, making sure everyone has water that's clean, getting food, supply lines to make sure everyone has enough food to eat, and clothes and goods, get some docks built so we can have people come in on boats, then build all the housing, all the stores and restaurants, have workers brought in from around the world to make sure that we can get this built. No big deal. It's just like porting something from your computer to a hard drive, right? This is like peak tech bro mentality, where you think you can fucking code, and all of a sudden you think you know how to do everything. I'm not saying everyone who codes is like that. No, of course not. Most people who code are just completely normal human beings. More or less. But there's a very specific tech bro mindset, and this is one of the reasons I don't like Elon Musk, because he's one of these people too, where they think, I know how to code, I've written programs, I know how to use computers very well, so I know how to do everything. It's ridiculous.
And it's going to be awesome, I promise. We believe in the necessity of having a place where the community can join together.
This is just ADR'd. This is not what she's saying in person. Clearly that switched to a microphone that she's using after the fact and editing it in.
Many crypto people are no longer attached to an average 9-to-5 job. They work remotely from their computers, and this has set them free to work from anywhere in the world.
Build it and they will come. You can actually hear she's giving an actual speech in the background. They didn't even mute the actual track in the background. They just made it really low if you listen close. H. Baird says, Atlas Shrugged was a weird book, but at least the people in Galt's Gult had actual real-world skills. We'll just ignore the CEO commando unit.
So we see this increase in people shifting to a digital nomad lifestyle, and this is just the beginning. And so the question then becomes, what are the best places to go?
Dollar milkshake.
Crash soda, the 10K Bitcoin pizza.
My name is David Doss. I've worked with leading projects including at Citibank and at Gemini. I've known Helena and Max for several of those years.
Look at how young this guy is. What projects did you have at Citibank? Getting the people who actually did their jobs coffee? Tucker White says, speaking of Elon Musk, did you see the video of a backup of his Hyperloop? I did. It's almost like all he did was make a shittier version of a tunnel. Trams, Elon. Fucking trains. Do it, you stupid asshole. Sky Comet Fallen says, every single nerd in there is not listening and is undressing her with their eyes. Yeah.
And it's been a pleasure to work with them. I've witnessed firsthand their passion and their vision, as well as their strong attention to detail. I'm particularly excited to see them working on Cryptoland. The project has huge potential, it's unique, and it brings a really fresh perspective.
The idea of Cryptoland came around a couple of years ago while we were traveling and visiting different places. We were fantasizing about what a place had to have in order to be the coolest place that could ever exist, and the concept of Cryptoland came slowly at first, and then all of a sudden, and we said, this is it, we want to devote our lives to this project, no matter what it takes.
Sir, welcome to Cryptoland, the hodlers of last resort.
Oh, brilliant!
Cryptoland is the first crypto-themed place on Earth. It's a physical representation of the blooming crypto culture that's thriving online. It has its own luxury resort, its own working hub, its own proof-of-work gym, its own golf courses. It's like a little Disneyland for crypto lovers like us. Everything has a community-driven approach to it. It's
This or Gaither's Pond? Gaither's Pond. Gaither's Pond was only trying to sell me Jesus. This is trying to steal my money.
Designed by crypto enthusiasts for crypto enthusiasts. That's where we're building.
One of the first things we started discussing was where could Cryptoland be located. We researched possible locations and visited many potential sites across the globe.
This is a good way to get your vacations to private islands expensed off as business tax write-offs.
We were searching for the perfect place to host an eco-friendly crypto paradise. We had to be certain Cryptoland could be built properly. So we went on a journey to discover rare and inspiring places that have seamlessly blended with the environment. To find out...
Eye roll. Rachiology says, I hope they do buy a small island near the equator. That way all of us dumb non-crypto bros can place bets on what makes it uninhabitable first. Will it be the increase in temperature, or will it be the rise in sea level? Keep running those GPUs, hot crypto bros. I'm sure you'll get rich enough not to have to live with the consequences. They'll Easter Island that shit. It'll be fine.
What would be the most sustainable materials and building techniques for our ideas that will make Cryptoland reach an harmonious coexistence with the warm energy of its surroundings?
We quickly realized that it was practically impossible to convey this all with a PDF or something because it's so abstract. You have to see it rather than read it. Like the Lambo.
It's not abstract, it's just stupid. It's not abstract, it's just stupid.
The BitConnect scam memorial, the CryptoKitties, things that we know that people will get it if they see it. So after a lot of brainstorming, we came up with the idea of creating a 3D animation video. The film had to be awesome but very accurate at the same time because we must be sure we can deliver.
Wait, are they under the impression they're actually going to have a anthropomorphic talking crypto coin walking around?
So we first had to create the blueprints for Cryptoland, and being such an unusual project, we knew we had to enroll the brightest and most creative architects we could possibly find, and that's when Bartos, a renowned architect and CG artist known for his state-of-the-art revolutionary designs, joined the team. He immediately understood the spirit of Cryptoland and started coming up with amazing
M. Scheffler says, is there any way I can make money by betting they never build a single structure on that island? I don't think so. Unfortunately, you can't short this particular bad idea.
Amazing prototypes and ideas that gradually turned into a super detailed virtual model of Cryptoland. More than 30 talented 3D artists from Pixar-type production companies participated in the creation of the Cryptoland short film, which took more than a year to complete.
We are in Crypto Beach, and fun is the norm here.
People staying long durations will be accommodated in the Hotless area, which is connected by the Wales Road to the beach. The Crypto Beach is the heart of Cryptoland, and using the space wisely has raised a series of challenges because we have a limited area, yet nothing important can be left out. So everything has had to be very carefully thought out. And all around it, the rockstar cryptocurrencies having their own space connected right to the core of Cryptoland, the Crypto Beach. Top crypto projects must have a prestigious representation in Cryptoland because it means a lot to its communities. Having a presence conveys a powerful status of de facto major player in the space.
He's trying to cultivate FOMO within crypto communities to try and get other people on board with his scam, his alleged scam, in my opinion.
It's the perfect place to host international community gatherings, celebrate events, startup accelerator programs, and anything related to the cryptocurrency, basically. Imagine all the things we can do.
Those in green are areas of Cryptoland that are
that video is giving you VeggieTales vibes.
Confirmed.
I needed a silly song with Larry to take the edge off.
Definitive, ready to be built. And those here are areas that are yet to be confirmed. Cryptoland is a rare and unique creation. It will be a lighthouse into the world for those who take part in its formation. We are already partnering with some of the most visionary projects of the cryptoverse. This is the last and most important step before we start the actual construction of the site. This is an exciting adventure that will merge the best of both worlds, real and crypto, and will become the #1 go-to safe haven for crypto lovers. So,
wait, safe haven? Are they under the impression that there's going to be some sort of call for the execution of all crypto holders? It's a bit No, I'm sorry. That's a bad joke. Nope. Deadman says, where is my hairbrush? And Tucker White says, don't insult VeggieTales by comparing it to this shit. I know.
So, we cannot wait to meet you all in Cryptoland.
I can't believe they put that out. Oh my god. Crypto lovers is a code for something more unsavory. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know really what to say about this, other than, at this point, who is still falling for crypto shit? Seriously, they're just trading it back and forth and trying to scam each other for money at this point. It's a bubble. Like, solid investments in currency do not inflate and deflate at the rate that, like, Bitcoin and other coins do. Like, this is not good. It's ridiculous. They're wasting time, money, and energy on something that will never happen, and even if it did, it would be the cringiest thing ever. And I, for one, hope they succeed, because I'd get a lot of content out of it. So, I guess let's move on. Hydrate. One second. Let me play something while I check something on my phone. This is just something from Right Wing Watch.
Now, many people have told me that, they're losing faith in Donald Trump because of his stand on the vaccine. Let me correct you. You're not losing faith in Donald Trump, because it was not Donald Trump that put Donald Trump in that office. 4 years before Donald Trump was ever known about running for office, Yahweh, the God of heaven, spoke through the mouth of a prophet and said that a man named Donald would be put into the White House, and that man Donald would be the servant of Yahweh to restore America. And guess what else that God said? That this man would serve 2 terms. So if you're losing faith in Donald Trump, you're really losing faith in the God that put him in office. And that's a dangerous thing, okay?
Genius. Nick with 45-bit says, what is this Sopranos knockoff looking guy smoking? Rachel G says, Crypto Bros, the bourgeois, or the bourgeoisie, the bourgeois, have never been so petite nor so pathetic. Okay, let's do what I don't want to do. Okay, so this is a video. I'm glad we had such a long break from Jeremy, because I find him incredibly insufferable, but unfortunately, he's made a new video about Brie Larson, and I am contractually obligated to cover every video he does about Brie Larson. Where did this contract come from? Who do I have it with? Irrelevant. I definitely didn't sell my soul to Baphomet in order to be able to do this show for a living and spend most of my time playing Grand Theft Auto Online. No, I definitely didn't do that. Am I overcompensating? The point is this. We have to watch Jeremy talk about Brie Larson for 11 minutes straight now. I apologize. Let's go.
I'm back.
Look what I found in my pocket! Look! A year's salary! Fun coupons! See that?
No, Brie,
Why?
I feel the same about you, Jeremy. I feel the same about you. Toxaholic says that shirt looks like one of those color blindness tests. Why is he obsessed with her? Because once she said that film reviewers should also sometimes not be men, that women there should be more women in film review and more people of color, and Jeremy and the Chuds lost their minds.
Why? You finally come back to YouTube and you have banned me from commenting on your video.
Boy, Jeremy, it's almost like every time she does video, you go to that video and post a comment, and then your fans go and they also post and you say dumb shit, because that's like the whole point of your channel. It's crazy.
This is the saddest day definitely in my life, maybe in the history of the world.
What about the day that your wife went out for pizza without you and you got so trashed you peed in your basement? That seemed like a pretty bad day. Like, people like me are still making fun of that to this day. So that's like a day that never ends. It's like Groundhog's Day, except you just keep peeing in your basement.
I mean, I know a lot of people are talking about, you know, the 1-year anniversary of the worst thing that ever happened to this country. But
Oh, is he like, yeah, is he inserting that right now? Really? In a Brie Larson video? Not only am I obsessed with Brie Larson, but I enjoy when idiots try and kill Congress.
I would submit.
Or when he shit his pants in Walmart. Jeremy should get checked out. It seems like he's got plumbing issues down there.
That me not being able to provide words of wisdom, words of encouragement to Brie Larson is far worse than anything that probably has ever happened in this country, probably ever. I'm serious about that. Now, big news. Brie Larson returns to YouTube to continue to work on her image. I believe she started this YouTube channel to work on her image, and I believe that it worked. I believe strongly that
Jeremy, her image is fine. She's one of the most popular actresses in Hollywood. I understand that you hate her. You are not most people. General audiences don't give a shit about your petty online anti-feminist drama. They just want to see superheroes punch stuff because general audiences are stupid. It's me. I'm general audiences.
Kind of this, even though it's highly edited and highly scripted and highly controlled.
Phosphophyllite, thanks for 18 months, says, first stream in a while, 18 months, Jesus Christ. That's a second stream, baby. This stream, baby, is going to be called, let's see. This stream, baby, is going to be called Carol Danvers, after the most powerful Marvel superhero.
I think that Brie Larson's YouTube channel has done a lot to kind of softening up her image and making people like.
Where's Jeremy that he thinks her image is? She already comes off, and again, I know we're just talking about her persona. She's an actress, she's a public figure. I don't know her in real life. I don't really care about her in real life in any way outside of just like, yeah, I like her as an actress. I thought she was great in Room. She's done other stuff. She was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which I enjoy. I enjoyed Captain Marvel. The script wasn't the best, but I enjoyed her as Carol Danvers, and I'm excited to see the sequel because I like Marvel stuff because I'm trash. But yeah, she's fine, Jeremy. Most people aren't weirdos like you who think it's 2012 and that SJW is a valid insult. Hello. You look very nice. Did you get my text?
No.
Okay. Could you get me socks? My feet are cold. That's what the text was. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Like her. I mean, like I said, like, people think I'm being ironic when I say I'm the biggest Brie Larson fan on the planet, but
I know, right? Why would people think that? You're normally so earnest and say what you mean. Speedy Yoshi says, speaking of Scott Pilgrim, oh yeah, I saw that they were going to do a Netflix show. we'll see. That's all I have to say about it. We'll see.
I mean, I know that one guy saw Captain Marvel like 163 times. And I know that I said I would never see Captain Marvel and I don't like the character. But no, that's all just, you criticize.
Wait, is he saying he's still never seen Captain Marvel? Like, is he this obsessed and he's still not seen the fucking movie? Brie was good in Unicorn Store. Oh, I didn't like Unicorn Store. Like, at all. I really didn't like it. Well, whatevs. Speedy Yoshi says, no, Hannah, not just a Netflix show. It's an anime. Oh, I'm not going to watch it then. Automatically bad.
The ones you love. And, starting out in 2022, it's a sad year for a lot of reasons. First of all, we're not getting the Marvels. I don't think the Marvels is due to come out for quite some time.
I'll look. Marvels is the sequel to Captain Marvel. I don't know when it got pushed back to. February 2023. So yeah, I got pushed back to early next year, looks like.
Yeah. And now...
Well, probably because everything else got pushed back and they want to introduce Miss Marvel, who's going to be in Captain Marvel before the Marvels. Tucker White says, God, I can't believe it was like this back in 2016, though I came at SJW shit from the lefty perspective. Sky Comet Fallen says, yep, he's in love with her and hates himself for it. No, come back to me, Brie. Don't ignore me, my queen. Tips Fedora. Thank you. You look very nice. I can't say... I'm on stream. I can't say anything else. What do you want me to say?
Now I have been silenced.
Tip my fedora at her, Hannah. Oh, better. I have one better. I will tip my Jadora. It's a jean fedora. Milady. I love you.
I didn't spend an hour doing this makeup to be called Milady.
You know what, I'll call you later. I gotta do it. This is gonna go on YouTube. Like and subscribe.
I'm ruining the stream, everyone.
On Brie Larson's channel.
Hats off. All right, let's see what we're gonna wear. You know what? Fuck it. We'll wear the Jadora. I already had it. Hats off. Jadora it is.
All I replied was yes with a bunch of exclamation points, right? I figured that a few people would see.
Which is clearly very earnest and not at all your attempt to troll her channel with you and your fans, Jeremy.
My comment, but there's a little tool called YouTube Comment Finder that apparently is not finding my comment.
So Jeremy not only posted a comment on her video, but then obsessively went back to go and try and look at the responses, couldn't find it, pulled up a YouTube comment finder, and desperately searched for his original comment. That's hilarious.
That's weird.
It is weird. He is a very strange guy.
I figured I would have had at least one reply to my comment or some thumbs up or thumbs down or something, but nothing.
MH Darkbeast says, Hannah's awfully bossy for a bottom. Bring me socks. My feetsies were cold.
You see people talk.
True.
Talk about it. The quartering is going to be ecstatic about this. I am. I'm extremely happy. Now, I don't know what any of this other stuff is. It doesn't actually include my name. So, I don't know. Neither of these other comments. Is it true that you're leaving the MCU? I don't know. Why I've been silenced, censored from showing my love But this via Mashable, good news, people of the internet. Actor, superhero, and all-around wholesome presence, Brie.
He obsessed. Does he just have like a what is that called? Does he have like an RSS feed like notification when anyone writes an article about Brie Larson? Raven says, "Got the Home Depot / look down. Lols. I don't know what any of that meant. Do you smell burning toast?"
Brie Larson is returned to YouTube after a 6-month hiatus to film a movie, the secret kind she can't talk about. Captain Marvel herself kickstarted 2022 with an honest video about her anxiety and plans for the coming year. I would love to film a video with Brie and so we could share anxiety tips. I don't want...
Jeremy, we know your anxiety tips. It's finding the bottom of a bottle. We know. It's not an anxiety tip. It's a destructive self-medicating coping mechanism. Been there.
Her to have any kind of anxiety. Now, obviously, we know that like her channel had really started to tank after, you know, the.
What about him?
They said, "You mad that I say hopeful, well, you bitchless, cause Baja ain't putting out."
I know, that's funny too, because the thing came in today.
Media stop.
Citosaurus says she'd have to sit 3 feet away because of the fondue cheese smell. Is Jeremy from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Okay, thought so.
Artificially inflating it. But now she's back and the art.
What are you talking? Jeremy's, I think, super upset because I did look up Brie Larson's channel. Brie Larson. So Brie Larson's channel is at 665,000 subscribers. Jeremy's at somewhere over 1 million. Let me see. 1.16. So she's a little over half. Over time, she's slowly but surely creeping up on his subscriber count, and I think if she ever passes it, he's gonna have a stroke. I think he's really upset that someone he vehemently hates has people who like to watch her. It's pretty funny.
Articles have started 663,000 subscribers. It means she's actually close.
6 question marks. Thanks for following.
Close to 1 million. Gaining 3,000 subs yesterday, 3,000 subs the day before. But she...
Jeremy, she wasn't posting for 6 months because she was probably filming stuff. Of course she wasn't getting as many. And now that she's posting again, she's getting more. That's how YouTube works. You know this. Moira Soma says, "I didn't know when this happened with Jeremy, but this might be a YouTube thing. They've been purging comments lately. No one knows why. Maybe that's why his comment is gone." It's possible. They might be tweaking with the auto mod algorithm. And it might be getting, like, hypersensitive to certain things. I don't know why.
Actually gained 0
I know.
subs in November and a paltry 2,000 basically every month before that. So 6 months off YouTube, definitely going to hurt you, but I'm glad she's back. There's some other, you know,
I know, it's easy content for him and me. It's so nice.
Terrible news. You see Avengers just flipped Captain Marvel's Endgame triumph. With her back against the wall and countless faceless beings trying to overwhelm her, and Captain Marvel just received her own flipped version of her saving the Avengers in Avengers Endgame. Thank God, that's how it should have been. She basically did save the Avengers.
I mean, she's one of the physically strongest heroes. Scarlet Witch could have fucked up Thanos. Again, we're just talking about dumb, like, nerd shit, so this doesn't matter literally at all when we're talking about real people, to be clear. Nothing about this has anything to do with Brie Larson as an actual human being, but if Jeremy wants to talk about dumb, nerdy shit, that's fine. Scarlet Witch, fully realized powers could absolutely have killed Thanos immediately, but next to that, Captain Marvel's one of the strongest physically Marvel heroes. She could take on Thor or Hulk. It's not crazy that she'd be able to help defeat Thanos and take out his ship. Why is he upset about that?
Is from, you know, from what I remember. I mean, when the when Thanos' ship was ascending upon the Avengers.
Descending.
All Captain Marvel had to do was...
Jellyfish85, thanks for 6 months. Oh, wow, no, not just 6 months. You subscribed for 6 months in advance. Holy hell. Thank you very much.
Fly through the center of it, and the entire thing.
Hello, I heard there was quarter pounder bashing going on. You heard correctly. Raven with 45-bit says, I still see Brie Larson as Envy more than Captain Marvel. I guess I don't know who that is.
You know, there's no force field, no nothing. She just cut it in half and then went on to go get a haircut or whatever. She basically saved the Avengers.
She already had a haircut at that point in the movie, Jeremy. She had the short hair at that point.
But now there's even more spoilers. Captain Marvel 2 star may have spoiled a major crossover with a recent social media post. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone is going to be surprised that Tessa Thompson would be in the Avengers because what they're going to... I'm sorry, the Marvels... Not Captain Marvel 2, like it should be called, but the Marvels. What the Marvels is going to turn into is...
Jeremy, they're calling it the Marvels because it's an ensemble film with Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, who got her powers in WandaVision. Spoilers for WandaVision. Who goes on to be Captain Marvel in the comics, later Photon or Spectrum. And because Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, is also... in the Marvels. They're all heroes that are characters in the comics that go by Captain Marvel, and they're all in the movie. It's an ensemble movie, so they're calling it the Marvels. Glad we could clear that up. Hydrate.
Is the female Avengers. That's what I think that they're going to do.
It's called A-Force, dipshit. Read a comic.
Because they have, obviously, the best, most powerful superhero in the MCU in Captain Marvel. A lot of people think it's Scarlet Witch or like Rogue, although Rogue's not really in the MCU. But you know you know, obviously it's Captain Marvel. But you're gonna have Brie Larson, you're gonna have Captain Marvel, you're gonna have Monica Rambeau, you're gonna have Valkyrie, and you're gonna have what's the other one? Kamala Khan Harris, or Miss Marvel. So you already have 4 female superheroes.
Oh my god, 4 female superheroes on one team? That's crazy. Can you imagine a team with 4 male superheroes? Like, imagine if you put Tony Stark, Hawkeye, Captain America, and Bruce Banner all on one team. It wouldn't be diverse enough. That's crazy. Raven says, Envy was Scott's spiteful ex-girlfriend in Scott Pilgrim. Gotcha.
That's exactly what they're doing. See, there used to be articles. Hold on.
MH Darkbeast says, not too pleased about the huge change to Miss Marvel's powers, but I understand about wanting to differentiate her powers from Mr. Fantastic. I think her new powers look stupid, but I'll reserve full judgment until I see them in an actual trailer or something. Did you hear about this? No. This is interesting. So I've shown you some stuff about Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. She has stretchy and growy powers, sort of. In the show and in the MCU, they're apparently changing this. She no longer actually shrinks and grows. She makes, like, energy constructs that are, like, big versions of her body. So it's not her physically growing. It's, like, her making bigger things. I don't like it. I think it looks bad based on the concept art. Some people are saying it's because they think they want to differentiate her powers from Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic does the stretch. Okay.
Yes.
I think that's stupid. I think that's stupid. She's already different. She can grow and shrink. Mr. Fantastic can't really do that. He can just stretch. But whatever. Tea with Goblin says, Dudley Dursley's voice, 36 white male protagonists, but last year I had 37! Mike Mack says, Monica was the first female Captain Marvel. Also, if this guy really read comics, he'd realize that the strongest being in the Marvel is, Infinity, Eternity, Living Tribunal, Beyonders, etc. And many of these characters are in the MCU, we just haven't seen them yet. Yeah. I assume we'll see the Beyonder. I assume they're gonna do Secret Wars at some point.
there used to be articles about an all-female Avengers, and you know, Brie Larson even bringing it up, if I remember correctly. This is like an old topic, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, here it is. This is from last year. Brie Larson pushing for an all-female Avengers movie. On March 8th, Brie Larson will finally bring Carol Danvers to the big screen with Captain Marvel. Finally, everyone was waiting.
Hold on. Top grossing films all time. The 27th highest grossing movie of all time is Captain Marvel. Jeremy, Captain Marvel was a popular movie. I know you didn't like it. That's fine. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like Brie Larson. Acting like Captain Marvel was not a popular movie is really stupid. I sat in the theaters for both Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and when she came on screen in both fucking movies, the crowd did the thing where they're like, I recognize that person, yay! General audiences are fine with Captain Marvel. They like her. Stop thinking that everyone who goes and sees movies is a weirdo like you. Just knock it off. People like their cape shit.
The first female-led superhero movie. What? What about Wonder Woman? Oh, in the MCU. Okay. But that's
reading full sentences is hard.
That's not all Larson wants to lead. The Oscar-winning actor reportedly also very interested in introducing an all-female Avengers film. We already know Captain Marvel will make an appearance in Avengers Endgame, but what about when Phase 3 is over and Marvel ushers in the garbage of Phase 4?
Bit of editorializing, Jeremy. I'm gonna be real, some of my favorite MCU stuff has come out in Phase 4. And I get it if you're totally fucking sick of Marvel and sick of its domination in theaters and in pop culture. I understand that. It's way oversaturated. I understand it. I happen to enjoy it, though. I loved WandaVision. I thought it was great. I loved Loki. I thought it was great. I really liked Shang-Chi. It was really fun. Like, if you don't like it, that's completely fine. You don't have to like it. The new Spider-Man movie, excellent. If you don't like it, completely understandable. Why, though? Why make video after video about it? Very strange.
In an interview with Screen Rant, Larson said she wouldn't mind seeing an all-female power team take the spotlight. That's what everybody wants. I mean, Brie Larson, you got Captain Marvel, Kamala Khan. You've got to have America Chavez, which is going to be in the Doctor Strange movie.
Chavez. Why does he mispronounce every character's name? Kamala Khan, America Chavez.
Movie. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like, remember how huge of a hit the all-female Ghostbusters was?
Yes, those are clearly equivalent things. That's a reasonable comparison to make.
Like, that's how big of a hit this movie will be. They'll probably throw in like Samuel L. Jackson to try and like obfuscate what is clearly a ideological decision. But hey, maybe it would be a good movie. I don't exclude it just because there are female stars.
It seems like you do, Jeremy. It seems like that's the entire reason you do that and you make these videos. It's not very thinly veiled.
The only problem is, don't make that the only reason for me to go see it.
Why are you assuming that's the only reason you will go see it? Did you only go see the Avengers because the team was like all men except for Black Widow? Or did you go because you thought it looked like an entertaining movie?
Like, please make a good movie. Don't just make...
The problem is he assumes that having a cast that is either mostly or all women precludes it from being a good movie. That's the issue.
An all-female movie and then call men misogynistic if they don't pay you money to see it.
Don't go see it, Jeremy. I don't want to be in a theater with you. I don't want the floor to be that sticky. Tube Man with 50 bits says, right now, an all-woman Avengers team would be an absolute garbage without our Lord and Savior, the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Too OP. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl cannot be in the MCU. She would defeat everyone with her squirrel powers. She defeated Doctor Doom once by putting squirrels in his suit.
That's exactly what went wrong with the marketing for Ghostbusters 20.
Ghostbusters 2016 wasn't good. That was the problem with that movie. It wasn't funny. It had nothing to do with the fact that it happened to star all women.
16, and if we've seen anything, we know that that's exactly how they will market this, which would be great, you know, for my channel, because, you know,
I like that he just comes out and says that his channel is a big grift to do anti-SJW content now, and his audience is like, good, keep it coming, daddy. We want more of this disgusting same 2012 anti-SJW slop.
You know, anytime the MCU decides that they want to get spicy, that they want to go after the fans, that they want to, you know, it's not even the MCU directly, really. It's usually the press. It's usually the mainstream media that are promoting these films that go after certain demographics for not paying money to see it. I'm glad Brie Larson is back on YouTube. I don't know if she's talking about filming Captain Marvel. I'm really sad Brie shadow banned me. You know, I would never tell people to, you know, go to her video and tell her to unban me. But I wish that she could hear my message, because
wow, he's really not thinly veiling this shit, huh?
It's really sad. Everyone knows how
you can shadow ban someone. Oh yeah, do you know how many John Doyle stands are shadow banned on my channel? Many.
Deeply, I'm a big, you know, just a huge fan of Brie and a huge fan of the Captain Marvel character, and like, I mean, watching her workout videos, that got me through the lockdowns. They were...
Speedy Yoshi says, goes after certain demographics that don't see it. Ah, yes, as we all know, the marketing for Captain Marvel and Brie Larson said, if you don't see Captain Marvel, you're an I-word sexist loser, not just, hey, look, a non-man, little girls, come give us money.
Really important to me.
What is shadow banning? Basically, they can make a comment, but no one else can see it. So they're just screaming into the void.
Okay. I'm pouring it out a little thick here. But why you ban me, Brie?
Could it be videos like this where you're a fucking creep and imply you masturbated to her? That's probably why.
I just wanted to provide you... Look, here's proof. I wasn't even trying to be antagonistic. I just said yes. This is a sad day for me, everybody. I'm going to have to drown my sorrows in I don't know, buffalo wings and fried food tonight. No. I'm going to have baked cod.
I have a feeling he's going to have a liquid dinner. Raven says his pants are thoroughly shocked with doo-doo over Brie, huh? Yeah.
For Brie. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Yikes. So that's, Jeremy. Still a fucking weirdo. Is YouTube gonna ban him yet? Because if they could, that'd be great. Alright, let's move on. Speedy Yoshi says, you can have baked cod, but your wife is going to have pizza with the pool boy. Okay. Who are we covering next? How about another quick right-wing watch video?
God said, I made them male and female in my image.
Yep.
And we know that our children are image bearers of the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And this is a spiritual attack against our children.
It is.
And so it's time for parents to tell the truth. We want to say, no, there are not more than two genders. There are two. Are there anomalies? Yes, there are. Are there?
So yes, intersex people. Cool. Hydrate.
Are all kinds of issues that are not out in the mainstream, but what's happened in the transgender movement is they're literally indoctrinating our children.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
You can go down to any public library. The public libraries are disastrous.
Yep.
They're actually evil organizations now.
Did you know that public libraries are evil organizations?
I did know that.
I heard that.
Because they're run by the American Library Association, which is a wicked organization at its root. And so I turned in my library card years ago. And for a homeschool mom to turn in...
You turned in your library... Do you think you need to take your library card back to the library? Just don't use it. What do you mean you turned in your library card? You're not Mel Gibson going to the chief and going, Chief, I can't do it anymore. Here's my badge and my gun. Your kid just can't fucking check out Goosebumps books. It's fine. Just what? Sky Comet Fallen says she literally admitted intersex people are not made in the image of God. Yeah.
In a library card, it has to be pretty serious, you know. But I went down there and I was like, no, your bathrooms are not safe for my children anymore.
How so?
The books that you're putting, you just saw it in the news again today, the books that you're putting up on the shelves for little children to read are dishonoring to the children.
I'm guessing it's books like, hey, it's okay to have two dads or moms, or, you know, like wear a dress if you want. Who the fuck cares?
And they're dishonoring to parents. And they won't tell the parents what's inside these books, so the kids are sitting down and they're reading.
You know what helps? If you were literate, you could read the book first, because it's a children's book. So as an adult, you should be able to flip through a children's book in about 5 fucking minutes. So you could, you know, parent your child, and that would probably solve the problem for you.
Reading these books, and they don't understand that they're slowly being lulled into
education,
a completely backwards way of thinking. God said,
yes, people who read books are the truly ignorant ones. Hoo boy.
It's January 3rd, 2022, and while this may be a new year,
H. Baird says, people like this think their prejudice is wisdom and are insulted that no one respects their uninformed, hateful opinions. Deadman says, no, the way they are afraid of, or the one they are afraid of is Dr. Zeus. Hop on. Oh no, I'm not reading that. Jesus Christ.
It should come as no surprise that Twitter hasn't changed a lick. Apparently, their New Year's resolution is to suppress free speech even more in 2022, and you know what? They're off to a great start. Case in point, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who joins Donald Trump now as being...
Oh boy, it's almost like she shouldn't have continued to spread anti-vax misinformation for months and months and months. Crazy.
Permanently deleted from Twitter. Her personal account is gone after the Twitter gods, complete with their fattened calf and Bale statue, all got...
What?
Together on their satanic beanbag somewhere in their soy latte cafe.
We gotta get a beanbag chair. They're satanic now.
Located in Silicon Valley, and said MTG was clearly the devil for pushing COVID facts that they deemed incorrect. Yeah, like these hipster soy boys and their...
Oh my god, a quote-unquote news anchor just used the term soy boy. Oh god. Oh, Raven says, noted prison abolitionist Marjorie Taylor Greene. Nick says, you deserved it. Marjorie Taylor Greene, just like you deserve to be kicked out of Congress, you traitorous, parentheses, wonderful person. M. Scheffler says, I would pay money to have someone bring in their library card to me like it was some meaningful act.
Fact check buddies have any clue what the real truth is. Hey, Twitter, are you listening to this? No, of course you're not.
There's the link. Someone asked for it.
Because you're in on it. All of you. Big tech, progressive groups, the fact checkers, the administration.
Most people just hate you guys. It's not a cabal. It's just you're in the minority and people hate your shitty, bigoted opinions and your uninformed anti-science stances. It's not a conspiracy. You're just an asshole.
This is all one.
That'd be a good t-shirt. I should sell t-shirts that says it's not a conspiracy. You're just an asshole.
Big, sick game.
Tube Man says, hey guys, I got some vegan soy lattes. Do y'all want to go down to the Bale statue and ban some Nazis on Twitter? That sounds like a lovely evening. Yes, please.
with double standards and hypocrisy as the two pillars that it's all been built on. But it's even more serious than that, because here's the real deal. The biggest threat to our democracy isn't Trump or MAGA or anything like that.
Is it Twitter?
That's stupid Don Lemon talk. He doesn't have a clue. The real threat to our democracy is big tech selectively deciding what they think the truth is. They think they're doing the moral thing, but actually all they're doing is driving tens of millions of Americans away and creating an informational cyber civil war.
Dude, just go on fucking Parler, you weirdo. Thrash Mio says, all I see is a vendor pulling a bad product off their shelves in the marketplace of ideas. Nick says, what are the odds on this water cooler being shaped like a keg? Also missed earlier bits. Sorry.
That's right. I said it. Trust evaporates. The real...
Someone says, this guy wouldn't be above the age of consent in crypto land.
Full truth evaporates. And once the truth is gone and hidden, get ready for all hell to break loose.
Good Lord. These are the people some of the far-right people listen to and think are news. That's sad. Alright, I guess let's listen to Undead Chronic and how he thinks feminists are going to start a civil war or something.
Okay, I'm here with Hammerhand, and we're covering an opinion by a Mr. Blow, and I wanted to let everybody know what his name was for reasons. And he wrote for the New York Times, which just, if you write, Hammerhand, correct me if I'm wrong, if you work for the New York Times, I don't need to know anything else besides you're my enemy, right?
That's a very reasonable stance. Mike Mack says, and here I thought Republicans loved small government and the free market, as long as it benefits them.
Pretty much, because you know what line they're towing, you know what kind of shit they're pushing, and they don't care about anything other than the bottom line and that paycheck.
Yep. Just like their picture here. You see these cops? See these pigs? These people will take those bats and shove 3 or 4 of them up your asshole at night while your kids watch. They don't care.
They'll beat you to death. They don't give a fuck.
They'll beat you to death. They'll laugh about it. They'll talk about how many conservatives, right-wingers, Trumpers they killed that day. If they get their paycheck and submit, they...
What the fuck is he talking about? The primary victims of police violence are not right-wingers. What are you talking about? Mem Scheffler says, do you think this guy would allow me to take over his show for a bit and say whatever I want, or would he kick me off his platform? I'm gonna guess that one.
They are soulless automatons that deserve zero respect.
Automatons? Automatons.
Right.
That's weird.
But let's get into this article by Mr. Blow. He says, and do you know what's so funny about this, Hammerhand? I'm off the first line here. What do you think is going to spark the Civil War? To the left, it's abortion. We have a black man here saying that the country's going to kill each other, Civil War, because...
Why is the race of this guy who wrote the article relevant to your discussion? Like, even a little bit? Tea with Goblin says, oh, edge me towards a civil war, Quanic Senpai. I'm so close. Ooh woo. Hydrate.
Women aren't allowed to kill their kids in other states.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Fetuses aren't children.
Yeah, well, let's find out. The Supreme Court on Friday issued a decision allowing abortion providers in Texas to continue challenging a new law that bans most abortions in the state after about 6 weeks of pregnancy. But while the conservative majority didn't close the door on abortion in Texas completely, the degree
Hernandy Owl says, Civil War sounds like a Tim Pool fan wrote this.
to which it
The right wants a civil war super bad. It's really weird.
cracked open allows in only a sliver of light. Hammerhand, what's your opinion on the Texas abortion ban that they passed?
It does.
Citosaurus says, my brother got the shit kicked out of him by a bike cop at a BLM protest because he looked at him funny. Also maced him and slammed his bike in his chest, and he's pretty damn left.
Doesn't go far enough.
Oh, give us, where would you say it? Would you ban it at conception? Would you ban it after a week?
Total 100% ban. There's nothing that I would consider to be serious enough. Nothing.
Yeah,
The baby has no idea who the baby is. There's in my opinion, and I know that this is going to be contentious, and there's going to be a lot of folks that are going to object to it.
Your opinion doesn't matter on this, so I don't really care what you say.
In my opinion, killing a life to spare someone's feelings on something.
Wait, Are you a vegetarian? You just said killing a life. So are you a vegetarian or a hypocrite?
Is disgusting. There is no amount of apology that you can ever give up to make right for that. And yeah, we deserve the shit that we're getting for piling these kids up the way that we're piling them up.
Now, what if the kid at around second trimester, they do a little scan, they go, well, your kid doesn't have a head. Would you?
Well, that's where you start getting into areas where you should consider it.
Yeah.
I'm 100% against it. No, there's zero circumstances where it's okay. What about this circumstance? Oh, I guess that's a circumstance where you could do it.
Yeah.
What kind?
He's vice signaling.
What kind of life does the child have? But then again, you will always have people that will open the door farther and they'll say, well, you know, I mean, the kid could be completely normal, but what kind of life would the kid have if the mother, you know, doesn't want it? I say the mother.
It's almost like these are all really, really important considerations that do matter.
Should close her fucking legs. Yep. The father should be responsible with his dick. Everybody should be on contraception.
Okay, contraception can fail. And if it does happen to someone who's not using contraception, I don't want irresponsible people having children. That's not a recipe for success.
Period. That's it.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting because usually the people who are, I say usually, the ones who get painted as very pro-life, they're like supposed to be anti-sex, anti-anything. I would probably support free birth control for bitches. I don't care. Support it.
Yeah, but then you're still going to have millions of them that are just going to absolutely try to dive, duck, and dodge, and they're not going to want to be a part of it. They're not going to participate in any program at all whatsoever.
Wait, are you under the impression that people would not take advantage of free birth control? Are you stupid? Have you ever talked to a woman ever in your life? What?
Because we were in the moment and shit.
Oh no, I understand that. I'm just saying if we made the pill free, you would suppose.
Does he understand how the pill works? In the moment, it shouldn't matter if it's in the moment. You're giving away free birth control, hormonal birth control, or something else like an IUD, then that's fine because as long as you're taking it regularly, should function.
Maybe 30% or whatever percentage of bitches who are stupid wouldn't get pregnant, would get knocked up in the first place.
It is for the most part. I mean,
it is very cheap.
Very
it's like $10 a
rarely
month, right?
It's so fucking cheap.
It's very cheap.
Condoms are free at any clinic that you go to.
Yep.
It's basically free.
You
just have two generations of scumbags that don't want to do shit to protect themselves and think that abortion is birth control.
I mean,
No, they don't. No, they don't. Complete straw man.
In my day, I get a 2-for-1. I go to the gas station, I get like an extra large Snickers bar, and eat the Snickers, and there's my condom. We're good to go.
Have you had your Snickers today?
Wait, does he buy condoms one at a time? He said, and I buy my condom. I think this is a man who's never bought condoms before. And yeah, decent condoms aren't necessarily cheap. It just kind of depends on what ones you're buying.
Oh man, I will say though, it's interesting because like the whole what if the kid doesn't have a head? It's like it's this whole argument. It's
That's literally I mean, if you're talking about the fact that there are birth defects where there can be fetuses that develop without higher brain functions and just have a brain stem, that happens. That's a thing that happens. That's not as crazy of a hypothetical as you're acting. Like severe birth defects happen pretty regularly. Gene the Scorn says, I can't eye roll hard enough at these men. They sound worse than middle schoolers. I feel pity for the humans they interact with.
Yeah.
It's like a spectrum, right? Because like in in a lot of the northern European countries, I think it's
He's using the wrapper of the Snickers as a condom. They sell fun-sized Snickers at the gas station.
Switzerland. No, Norway. In Norway, they're like, we cured Down syndrome. Do you know how they cured Down syndrome, Hammerhand?
Yeah, they killed them.
They just go chop suey.
No one has ever said we've cured Down syndrome. What are you talking about?
On any...
Kippy says they ought to Google Harlequin baby. Please don't do that if you don't want to be really upset and sad.
Kids with Down syndrome.
Yeah, they kill them.
Yeah, so that's their cure.
That's
sounds a
the
lot like
fucking
a
cure.
it sounds like a lot like a mustache man.
It's ethnic cleansing. It's just on a particular kind of person.
What?
And when these people, women in particular, and their enabler, their cuck enablers, drag this shit out and parade it all over the place, you can tell that they have no.
What would you call a cuck enabler? That's like another level of. So, like, are you watching the cuckold get cuckolded and you're getting off on that person getting cuckolded? So you're enabling it? Or is that just like a really supportive, whatever they call the person who actually cucks the person? Like, your wife's boyfriend is just like really, really supportive and a nice guy. He's an enabler. Tea with Goblin says, I bet if these fragile little piss babies were offended, male birth control options, were offered male birth control options, they'd whinge and bitch and moan about the side effects, probably.
No value whatsoever for human life, just the
You're the hotel owner where it happens. Oh, there you go.
value of the feelings at the time.
Hammerhand, I just came up with a new term. Do you want to hear it?
Yep.
Like, you know what a constable is, right? Like an agent of the government.
Yar.
Right. So these enablers of these women.
Excuse me, Constable is the security on the space station Deep Space Nine. Just to correct you.
These cuck enablers, instead of constables, they're cuckstables. Huh?
Yeah,
okay,
man.
Good? Cuckstables. Okay, let me know what the conversation, guys. I feel like cuckstables is the next word. We need to make a meme out of that shit. We need to make like a cucked version of a police officer. You know, with like instead of a baton, he has like a Bernie Sanders shaped dildo. He's like, you guys have better be taking your science juice.
These motherfuckers, boy. Yeah. There's.
I think collectively these two might get into the double-digit IQ points, so that's good.
No doubt about it.
Cuckstables.
So what else is in there?
Yeah, let's continue. For now, the law in question, SB 8, remains on the books. Anyone who assists in providing an illegal abortion, from the provider down to the person who gives the woman the ride to the clinic, can still be sued. Oh, it's kind of like someone who helps someone get an illegal gun, right?
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah, it's like if you help someone procure an illegal gun, you get sent to the slammer.
Yeah, you're going down.
There you go. So Roe v. Wade has essentially been overturned in the state.
Not really.
That's
not really.
Yeah.
Roe v.
It does in the sense that Roe v. Wade said that you should have a constitutional right to get an abortion.
Wade paved the way for legal abortions. A legal abortion has not been overturned. It's just been restricted.
Yep. And soon that astonishing reality may not only become permanent there, but may also spread to other states. So here's, as someone who is definitely more pro-choice than pro-life, especially compared to my peers, one of the reasons, even though I'm pro-choice, I support.
I kind of doubt you're pro-choice based on the fact that you're entertaining any of this shit and not pushing back on any of the things this idiot is saying.
A lot of pro-life legislation is because it makes the sniveling leftists flee like rats out of the good states.
I'm pro-choice if the leftist hoes are doing it.
That's another thing. It's just like whenever I'm talking to normies, this is the sentence I tell them that pisses them off, but they don't know why. They go, Ronick, do you support a woman's right to choose? I look at them straight eyes, I'm like, I fully support the right for Democrat women to abort their children.
Yep, absolutely.
Change one
I don't
word.
want them fucking kids growing up in 15 years and putting a gun in my face.
I don't want those kids growing up and voting Democrat. I mean, let's think about it. Like,
holy shit, their shit's breaking out.
This is more back when I was more, right versus.
Nick says, quote, I'm pro-choice if leftist hoes are doing it, end quote. Oh yay, subtly advocating genocide of those you disagree with.
Loud 2-point system, but I have to LARP as a Republican because I can't be walking around hammerhand just saying, oh, democracy is not worth, that's just allude to normies. I'm like a wild animal. I'm like, they talk about these people who don't like democracy, these people who want to completely overthrow the system, like they're saying that like Trump supporters, these boomers going to rallies, volunteering in local elections, like they want to overthrow democracy. They're far right supreme pizza.
I think usually people are talking about people like Nick Fuentes, John Doyle, people who brought fucking zip cuffs into Congress on January 6th, Steve Bannon, Donald Trump, those people, not your weird racist uncle.
Says all this stuff, I'm just like, I'm who they're talking about, but I'm just like, whatever, don't worry. I'm like, I'm kind of like, if they, in this thing, these fragile, weak leftists who write articles like this, who get so concerned with abortion that scream and point at the fat Trump supporters and think that they're going to end democracy, they're screeching. They're at like a 10 out of 10 stressful incidents. Their cortisol's out the roof. They're freaking out over lame conservatives.
Yep.
Who do nothing.
Yep.
How?
No, they're freaking out about people like you if you're the kind of person who wants to end democracy.
How are they going to react when strong men actually do something? I can only imagine.
All these soy boy leftists are worried we want to overthrow democracy and they're freaking out about it. Well, just wait until we do, then we'll show them. Cool.
It's not too hard to figure out how they're going to react. I mean, you look at a pretty serious case of a strong man doing something, defending his own life. The Rittenhouse deal.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm here. That's my limit for them for the day. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's look at some more right-wing watch stuff. That might have potential swears and stuff. I don't want to do that. This one's probably just threatening someone. Hydrate.
There's a lot of people here that we're about to arm with this information, and don't let me get into the parts of the Constitution about how we're just going to come and arrest these people. So they have the opportunity to repent and to back away from the conspiracy, to get out of the criminal conspiracy to smother our rights.
There is no criminal conspiracy to smother your rights.
And then they can save themselves. But we're turning this up to full tilt now. For anybody who's saying, oh, that's never going to work, get out of here. Beat it, nerd. I don't want to see it. I don't want to.
Anyone who doesn't want to go through with my attempt, I'm doing this as a hypothetical. I'm rewording what he is saying in a way that makes it more clear what he is saying. I do not endorse this statement. He's basically saying, if you don't want to humor my ideas of harming public officials that I disagree with, then you're a nerd. Again, the end of society is way funnier than movies had led me to believe.
I hear it, and for everybody that...
Except Idiocracy, that one was pretty close.
That's always been saying all along, nothing's ever going to happen. No, we're going to make it happen. Because the people's will is the law. Period.
No, that's not really how the law works. We have a representative democracy. So you elect people, and then they go to the legislatures, whether federally or locally or state, and then they vote on laws for the area that's within their purview. And then if you disagree with those laws, then you can vote new people in. That's how that works.
So I hope that you soldiers are ready to go to battle. We have been armed with information. We have put a team together of...
I'm genuinely concerned in a rise of right-wing terrorist attacks in America over the next 10 years. I think this is going to get pretty bad with militia groups and lone wolf weirdos doing bombings and shooting up places with more clear political motives. It's not going to be great.
People actually...
I know it's been on the rise, a continued rise.
God has put a team of people together that have the...
I'm talking about it being as common as, like, school shootings in America.
Contact information.
And yes, I know some school shootings fall into that category already.
The technology, the know-how, the knowledge, the wherewithal, and the platforms to make this happen on a huge scale. On a huge...
I'm going to make a bet. This is just I don't know if this is true, but I feel like, remember, like last year or the year before, when a bunch of militia right-wing idiot Trump supporters tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of my state, Michigan, and got caught? I have a feeling that sometime in the next decade, some group like that is actually going to succeed in capturing or killing or harming some public political figure. I don't know who it'll be, obviously, but some governor or mayor or something. Could even just be a senator, a state senator, I don't know. Sometime this decade, there will be a big news story where a group like that actually succeeds and harms, kidnaps, or kills a public official that they don't like.
Scale. I hope you're ready, and I hope you're excited. If we don't want dominion, then we take dominion away. We, the people. If we don't like a certain set of laws or legislation,
saying laws doesn't make them not laws. Air quotes aren't magic. Tube Man says, one group I'm glad is falling apart is the Proud Boys because their leader was outed as an FBI informant.
then we alter it or dissolve it. If we don't like a certain way that government is set up, then we alter it or
If the Trump rioters had actually found senators and hurt any of them, do you think anything would have happened? More than is currently happening, yeah.
abolish it. I'm telling you now is go time.
Yikes. Big fucking yikes. How about Terrence Popp being really gross?
We're talking about athletic females here today.
Okay.
So we got a good one here for you.
We're talking about,
Yeah, we're going to go from one woman that we, mad respect to another that just needs to shut the hell up.
Are we talking about one of those man-woman transfer
No.
beatdowns?
Transgender is the word you're looking for, Terrence.
No, the gym rat.
Oh.
The gym rat.
There we go.
Here we go.
Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
Okay.
Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
No problem.
I'm here to get these gains,
But
not
you
to
don't
get
have-
asked on a date. Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
No problem.
A few moments later.
Y'all, I'm disappointed in people. I was at the gym today, I felt super jacked, and not one person said nice muscles.
Oh, no.
And it's like, you saw this, and you didn't say anything? That's embarrassing for you.
All right.
Really?
I would agree that's cringe. It is TikTok.
I'm going to be honest. That little girl's never going to live that down.
No.
That shit went viral.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, this is indicative of the typical female who bitches about something and then bitches about the problem.
And here's where he takes an individual person doing something that's cringy on TikTok and applies it to 50% of the human population because he hates women, because literally his wife left him and his kids hate him. I'm not making that up. He has talked about it before on stream. Nick says, with 45 bits, nice muscles is not, do you want to go on a date with me, Terrence? Yeah, she should have worded what she was saying different, though.
There's no solution. You can never make these women happy.
I mean, we'll play it one more time, and we can take pauses as we go through it, just because it's so stupid.
Don't talk
Do we need to? Do we need to go through it again, Terrence?
to me while I am at the gym.
No problem.
Don't talk to me while I am at the gym. I'm here to get...
He doesn't sound drunk this time. No, it might be early on in the podcast he does with his friend. I think he's drinking a Red Bull, actually. I can't tell, but it kind of looks like a Red Bull or something.
Okay, those are the gains that she's supposedly getting.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much there to be happy about, I'm just saying.
She's in shape, guys. She's definitely fucking in shape. I don't like talking about people's looks, though.
It's not to get asked on a date. Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
Bullshit.
A few moments later.
Y'all, I'm disappointed.
Actually, you know what? I've got a song for her. Okay.
Oh, this is the part I think that made me want to watch this video because it grossed me out.
Let me just mull it over in my head here. Don't lie about why you're at the gym. We know why you're really at the gym. You're there to swallow sperm, but you want it on your terms. That's why you wear a sports bra to the gym.
Women wear sports bras for their tits. They are not wearing a sports bra for you. As someone who has grown tits in the last 5 years, not wearing a sports bra if I want to impress someone. I would wear a normal fucking bra that looks nice. Sports bras are generally a practicality when working out because you don't want your titties bouncing all around and everywhere. There's literally a reason for it, and also implying she's at the gym to suck dick when clearly she's actually working out. She's in good fucking shape. Better shape than either of you goddamn losers. Or me, combined. Just really fucking sad. Ceylon Forbidden One also says, also, don't talk to me while I'm at the gym clearly means don't assume I want to flirt or be overly friendly while I'm focusing on the treadmill, whereas nobody complimented my muscles has more to do with being a little joking, and people can want validation for their efforts. Speedy Yoshi says, I'm pretty socially inept, but isn't the second TikTok where she's, I'm disappointed in you, why didn't anyone say something a joke? Like it has a sort of jokey tone. Yeah, I pretty much assumed. Meek says, all people want to have sex on their terms, dude. This dude doesn't have a handle on consent. No, might be why his wife left him.
Oh my God!
If you didn't want to blow him, you just lift those weights at home. Instead, you've banged 10 guys from the gym. That's the problem here.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, but if all you're there for is really to lift weights, you don't dress in a sports bra and skin-tight yoga pants.
She's literally wearing fucking workout clothes. What are you talking about? Do you want her to wear fucking jeans? What? She's literally just wearing workout clothes. People wear sports bras and fucking yoga pants or whatever workout, like, tight pants because they're comfortable to work out in and will breathe. What? Speedy Yoshi says, you'd lift those weights at home, so all men at the gym are there to pick up men too? Is that why they're in gym shorts with no shirt? Damn, I gotta go to the gym more. Nick says, these dudes are talking like they need to live 1,500 feet from a school.
Well, I personally, when I go to the gym, I don't really care what women are wearing.
You don't, Terrence. Neither you or I go to the gym. I think we're both pretty clear on that, okay? I think the gym probably has a no open containers policy, and I don't think you can go 5 minutes without a drink without getting the tremors, so.
I don't even talk to them. I don't need the trouble.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, that's not why she's there.
Mm-hmm.
We know why she's really there.
And you get
to get fucking yoked, apparently? Like, guys, we can see her. We see her with our eyes in the video.
Same kind of...
She's in great shape.
Complaints. You get women who are in college who are like, I'm just here to study and get on it.
Yeah.
I want to have a good career. And then they're like, there's no men here.
You're literally a middle-aged man drinking in his basement and complaining about women alone because your family doesn't want to be around you. Project much?
You ran them off. Look, you can only kick the dog so many times before it doesn't come back.
Oh, so you're a dog. Cool. Tea with Goblin says, fun fact, in Victorian London, women that were unaccompanied in public were assumed to be sex workers, because why else would a woman be all by herself on the street, being all independent and shit? The term they used for them was public women. Same mentality, different era.
And on top of that, I mean, it's safe to assume that people tend to pick their wardrobe tools to perform a function, right?
Sports bras perform a function. Have these men ever talked to women ever? Have they ever talked to anyone with boobs ever? What?
So
uniform?
Yeah, like a uniform, what have you. Like,
Overalls for somebody who gets stuff
you
spilled
wear,
on.
you wear like your Under Armour shirts, and you always have a
Guys, Under Armour makes sports bras.
a pair of pants where you can put tools or sidearm, whatever, in them. If it rains, you want to wear galoshes, raincoat, or you use an umbrella to
Mission
stay dry.
specific.
Yeah. So if what you're really going to the gym for is to work out and perspire, which helps you lose weight, wouldn't you wear, I don't know, sweats?
You think?
Do these guys think that sweating more and losing water weight is the same thing as, like, losing weight? What? Guys, no. Look. No. 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 You get really hot at the gym? Have they ever been in a... I haven't even been... I'm gonna be honest, I've never been in a gym. But I've seen gyms. I've seen gyms at the college I went to and the high school I went to. I've been outside of Planet Fitnesses, and I see what people wear when they're going in and out. They wear clothes that they can easily cool off in because you get really hot when you work out, and overheating yourself is not conducive to a healthy workout. What? Shishiban says, tell me you've never exercised without saying you've never exercised. Yeah, this is really, really stupid.
Think so.
Something that would encourage that along, like the sweatshirt that Rocky wears in Rocky 2. You have to wear that stinking sweatshirt? Well, it brings me luck. You know what it brings? It brings flies.
Rocky is a movie? It's a movie, and even within the context of the movie, Rocky isn't wearing it because he thinks it'll make him lose weight. He's wearing it because he likes it, and he thinks it's lucky. And also, Rocky's an idiot. He's literally illiterate by Creed. Rocky is... I love the Rocky movies. I own all of them. Rocky's an idiot. Astro Fox says, this is the gym version of I love how they feel, like bags of sand. Nick says, exasperated Hannah incites fiction as fact in the bingo card. We're not doing bingo, but yes, it would be that if we were.
Yeah. Well,
That
he's got
kind
a
of stuff.
point.
So if you're wearing a sports
Rocky was set in Philadelphia.
bra and skin tight pants to the gym, it's because you want to get looked at.
Yep.
Problem
And he was running in the cold, yes.
is on that.
I guess it depends on the movie. I think in the first one he was running in the cold. The second one it might have not been winter. No, was the second one when it was winter? There's some of the movies it's winter. I don't know.
That day.
You did want to.
Well, no, the guys who give her attention are not the guys that she wants. On the second day, the guys that she wanted to pay attention to, they were there, but they didn't want her.
Nope. Which is it's fairly common that happens. So
yeah. What?
Is it? Are you just experiencing deja vu from the brain holes you got from all the alcohol? I can make these jokes. I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, seriously though, that's really, really bad. I don't know how, the sadness and depression that must be coming off of the audience of their videos regularly, I think could fuel a large city. So, I don't know, maybe we could harness it someday. Do some good. Can we do Poop Girl? Sure. So Caitlin Bennett's back, and she's going to outline what she's going to be doing here in the future. For those who missed the last time we covered her, she's pregnant. Her and her husband are having a kid, and she converted to Catholicism, as you can see from her tacky set dressing. So let's take a look at the video.
We're taught to chase wealth, materialism, and pleasure, but never taught to chase a family. Women are told to chase careers and not motherhood.
Hold on, one sec. Amazon. Toys for girls. I'm just trying to see how far down we have to go before we get baby dolls or anything of the like that's like a motherhood type thing. I think it's gotten better in past years, but I don't understand how people like Caitlyn always and only assume, for some reason, that women are not in any way, like, taught by society to do mother stuff. Baby dolls and dolls in general are still a pretty popular thing. I'm actually pretty impressed with Amazon, though. The front page of their shit is not baby dolls. There's a cook set, which traditionally would be considered kind of a homemaker thing, but not so much anymore. It could be a professional kitchen thing. So that's good. I'm actually pretty impressed. There's a dollhouse, which is usually used for role-playing family situations, or at least that's the intended play usage. The point I'm trying to make is, the things that we market, there's another dollhouse, here is a doctor kit, the things that tend to get marketed towards, like, little girls do have a bent and a slant towards the nurturing side, what are traditionally considered mothering roles. I scrolled past some dolls. Sorry, I must have missed them. It's not an uncommon message in society to grow up and be a parent, whether you're a boy or a girl. It's just not uncommon, even a little bit. It's still a pretty expected part of our culture, though less so than it has been in the past, that you're expected to get older, find a partner, have kids.
I've been blessed with far more than I ever deserved, and yet the greatest blessing I've ever been given hasn't been any one of those things. My greatest blessing is my baby.
Oh, she's gonna milk this for the next however many months, isn't she? Tea with Goblins with 100 bits says, I'll chase a family, Caitlyn. I'll go to a shopping mall and pick a family at random and chase them. Chase them until they're scared and desperate and sobbing and sobered of running. But the woods are deep and the night is setting in. Still, I shall chase them. Thanks, Caitlyn. Sky Comet Fallen says, I used my dollhouse to reenact Hansel and Gretel with the witch winning. I was a strange, disturbed child. That's not uncommon.
Merry Christmas and
Baha says, literally whenever I held one of my cousin's kids as a young adult, my family would be like, oh, you're gonna be a natural mom, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Old people are like that. Nick with 45-bit says, I've been blessed with far more than I ever deserved. No shit, Caitlyn, or in your case, well, you know.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Does she appeal to women enough to be a mommy blogger? That's a good question. I did watch part of this video, and she makes it clear that her content is going to take that shift to try and be more about parenting, mommy blogging, family stuff from like a conservative, not even conservative, she's pretty far right. She's a monarchist, basically. From an ultra-Catholic monarchist perspective, that's what she wants to do. Presumably because her old stuff isn't getting as many views as it used to. I don't know, though.
And yes, it's still Christmas time. As you guys know by now, I've been away from social media for a while, but for a very good reason. But I'm back, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how my pregnancy's been going, my plans moving forward, and how my outlook on the world changed the moment I became a mother. I'm really happy that I was finally able to announce my pregnancy, because there were plenty of comments before then from concerned fans wondering if my lack of content was due to my heart just not being in this anymore. I initially wanted to keep up the videos as much as possible before baby was born, but had such terrible morning sickness throughout my first trimester that it was physically impossible for me to make any videos.
That sucks. If that's true, that honestly sucks. I don't like Caitlyn, but that sounds awful. Genuinely.
Filming YouTube videos became...
Says it like mommy blogs aren't skewed conservative in the first place. I meant skewed conservative even for mommy blog standards.
Something I simply couldn't commit to for more than 3 months. So in the meantime, my priorities changed. As you guys know, I started my journey to Catholicism and spent a lot of time contemplating the ways we wish to raise our child and how we will adapt our channel now that we're parents. Once I finally overcame the morning sickness and started feeling my baby move inside of me, the reality of motherhood began to settle.
Oh boy, Sky Comet Fallen with 50 bits says, nobody cares about your pregnancy. Being cum inside is not an achievement, you psychotic asshole. Based on her comments, people definitely care. She has an audience, unfortunately.
In, and I have absolutely loved every single second of it since. And it made me realize not only that motherhood is the greatest accomplishment of my entire life.
That's kind of sad. You haven't done anything yet. You didn't even have the baby yet. Family channels bother you so much, most of them are just exploitative of the kids. Oh, you just wait. The exploitation that's going to happen with Caitlyn's kid is going to be so bad. I guarantee we're going to get pictures of Everett Love. We're going to get pictures right after the birth and videos about it. We're going to get when the kid is officially inducted into the Catholic Church. It's going to be a whole thing.
But that I wish everyone out there could experience the joys I am right now. By stepping away from social media for so long, we had to sacrifice income, views, subscribers, and opportunities. But it was truly the best decision for us to make.
I'm really scared for her that she's gonna get postpartum depression. I know this. Let me explain why I say that. It's not just random. She's going so hard towards, like, yes, this is my one purpose in life. I am a right-wing trad wife, and having a child is my whole purpose. And she's gonna have a kid, and, you know, sometimes thinking about the experience of something is different than the actual experience, and of course all the hormonal stuff that's going on when you have a baby. I'm afraid that she will experience postpartum depression and not seek help for it because she is really far right, and she would not want to admit to anyone, her husband or a therapist or anything, that she's struggling, because it would kind of, you know, make her feel like what she's been saying is a facade or whatever. So I'm concerned about that, mostly for the baby.
And
Baha says, kids do not deserve to have their whole lives online. Like, who wants to have videos of their worst moments on YouTube for your parents to earn money from it? I agree. MMO Addicted says, so I heard you badmouth Metal Gear. As a penance, I propose this video as a cleanse if you haven't seen it. By the by, I still live. Oh god, it's 10 minutes. Oh, it's the punished Bernie. I know.
I have no regrets at all stepping away.
Seriously though, postpartum depression's no joke. I gotta tell this story just because it's, whenever this comes up, people should take it very seriously. If you ever have kids, or if you're experiencing any depression for that matter, seek help. There are people around who want to help you and want to see you thrive and feel good about your life and everything. But in terms of postpartum depression, it's not something to take lightly. There was someone in my hometown who was known by a lot of people. My mom knew her personally. And she experienced really, really bad postpartum depression after she gave birth to her first child. And trigger warning for severe depression, self-harm, mutilation, etc., etc. Give you a second in case you want to not listen to this. Just mute for a sec. Okay, so she kept having these intrusive thoughts about, harming the baby. About, like, harming the baby and doing stuff to the baby. And she didn't want to because she was struggling internally with, like, you know, I don't want to do this, but my brain is telling me to. And she was just having basically like a complete psychotic break from reality. It got so bad. So she went outside with the baby, and there was a table saw out there in the garage. Her husband did woodworking. And she set the baby on the ground. The baby does not die in this story, just so you know. The baby is fine. The baby is a grown person now, at least in their teenage years. In order to stop herself from harming this baby, she used the table saw and cut off her own hands with a table saw. So, postpartum depression, real, very serious issue, and if you know anyone around you who might be experiencing it, talk to them and help get them some help. Because, like, of course, not every case of that is that severe, but stuff happens. Take care of your loved ones. She is alive, for the record. She lived. She did live. She lived. She did live. She does not have hands anymore. They were not able to reattach them. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a dark story. Sorry. H. Baird says, someone like her sort of has the tiger by the tail here. She would probably have had a hard time getting a real job with her online history if she ever decided to step away from this. Probably. Felicia Angel with 1,000 bits says, just got here. What did I miss? Crazy story I just told. Caitlin Bennett's talking about her pregnancy. Sounds more like postpartum psychosis. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But anytime someone goes through labor, you know, crazy stuff can happen with your brain. So yeah, that's the end of the story. I'm not talking about it anymore. Just, you know, take stuff seriously. And I'm concerned for Caitlin. I don't like her as a person, but I am concerned about the potential baby and, you know, unfortunately I care about people even if I hate them. Because empathy fucking sucks. But what are you gonna do? KBS666 says, can't say it was postpartum, but my grandmother took to her bed for a decade after my father was born. He was raised by my aunt. Wow. MMO Addicted says, on that subject, fun fact from my conservative hellhole, there's a law which is 90-ish% certain to pass that will have children have to be registered at conception when the parent finds out they're pregnant at the government office with the intent of miscarriage being investigated as a possible abortion. What the fuck? Tea with Goblins with 100 bits says, I was my mother's first child. A few weeks after I was born, my father pinched her belly and said, I'll divorce you if you don't lose that baby weight. He's a doctor and completely ignored her postpartum depression. Holy fucking shit. Is she still with him?
For as long as I did.
We're on a hype train now, by the way.
No number of views on a video or likes
No, good.
on a post can even remotely compare to the feeling you get when your child dances in your womb.
I am in no way assuming she will have postpartum depression. I'm just concerned because I don't think she has the tools to cope with it if she happens to.
Growing in my faith and preparing our house for our baby has been vastly more satisfying than anything I've ever achieved in my 4 years on YouTube. And so perhaps motherhood will be a turning point for my content and for you guys. I learned that there's nothing more important in the world than giving all my love to my baby. And I know this is something many of you can probably relate to. There is a lot to be discouraged about in this country, and believe me, I'm just as frustrated as you by everything that's going on. But there's also a lot to be hopeful about, and the joy of parenthood is always going to be one of them. I've always been passionately pro-life, but pregnancy has offered me the opportunity to now become pro-parent. So as we start the new year, I'm thinking of shifting my
I don't even know what that fucking means. In this context.
Focus towards issues that are relevant to moms and dads, such as what's going on in the schools and the kind of media that's promoted to children. And to go along with this change in content, we've also just launched a parenthood/pro-life clothing line over at lhmerch.com.
Oh god. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check out her pro-parent merchandise. I don't even know what that means. You gotta capitalize on your pregnancy. Yep, there's one. Pro-life mama. Ugh. I survived Roe v. Wade. Oh no. Oh, there's so many. It's funny, too, because all these shirts look like they threw them together with clip art and free fonts. They're like, how many pro-life shirts can we throw together in a day? And they just did like 24 different ones. Felix Night Owl with 145 bits says, I need to soul search. What's wrong with me that I'm 33 years old and have been single for over 8 years, yet Poo Poo Bennett has already been able to start a family? Yikes. I assume you don't want to date Nazis? She is fine with it. I think that's why. She has lower standards. Thrash Mio, thanks for 100 bits. MMO Addicted with 50 says, another fun fact, our school system has now been altered so no non-government approved NGO can enter school grounds. This is aimed at completely eliminating sex ed other than the government approved party line, which includes such lovely lessons as, quote, menstruation is the bloody tears of your uterus which longs to be filled with a baby. Actual quote. And the official sex ed labels LGBTQ people as sick. Oh my god. Nick with 45-bit says, did she literally steal It's a Child, Not a Choice from Always Sunny? Did they originate that? I gotta imagine that was already a slogan from anti-choice people.
Some of our brand new designs include shirts that say life is the most beautiful gift from God. I survived.
Promo code LIFE for 20% off your order, just like Jesus would have wanted.
Roe v. Wade, pro-life mama, or my personal favorite, choose life, your mother did. You can get 20% off your entire order right now when you use the promo code LIFE. I love wearing shirts like these around because it lets everybody know that being a parent is something I'm proud of and a gentle reminder that
no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit.
Every single life matters. And every life really does matter, and every life has a purpose. I think a big reason our country is in the mess that it's in is because so many people have failed to find their purpose and have failed to find the joy of family.
Reminder that Caitlin Bennett had text messages leaked that show that she is incredibly anti-Semitic. Just so you know.
Is it any coincidence that despite having so much more in this country than the rest of the world, mental illness and depression continue to incline? We're taught to chase wealth, materialism, and pleasure, but
wealth and materialism, acquisition as a virtue, are products of capitalism. A thing you're very pro. Meek says, I wonder what kind of stuff Caitlyn does in private. My friend group has a lot of dedicated Catholics, and almost all of them would be canceled if their personal lives became public.
But never
is she gonna send her kid to Catholic school? Probably.
We're taught to chase a family. Women are told to chase careers and not motherhood. I've been blessed with...
No, women are told you can chase whatever you want. If you want to go and be a mother, cool. If you want to have a career, cool. If you want to do both, cool. Do whatever.
Far more.
Felicia Angel with 45 bits. Speedy Yoshi with 45 says everyone has a purpose. What was Casey Anthony's purpose? Yikerinos.
More than I ever deserved, and yet the greatest blessing I've ever been given hasn't been any one of those things. My greatest blessing is my baby. And the joy that being a mother brings me is not something you can understand until you become one yourself. Now, if you've ever been in my
Okay, Baja, you gotta put a baby in me so I can refute Caitlin Bennett.
Section before, you'll know that for some reason I've always attracted a ton of haters. I have
probably the despicable views, the anti-Semitism, the anti-democracy sentiment. You know, basic stuff like that. Sky Come Up Fallen says, we're taught to chase wealth. Meanwhile, she makes crappy shirts to grift. H. Baird says, women are taught to chase material things and not family. Now watch as I shill products to make money off my family. Speedy Yoshi says, but your brain is fried from SSIs and birth control, like John Doyle always says. True.
I've been so happy and fulfilled since becoming a mother that I started feeling bad for all the people who send me nasty
Jellyfish 85, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub.
Messages, because I realize these people are seriously wounded.
51% to level 2 on the hype train. Is she really going to do the thing where she's just going to say everyone who criticizes her is not a mother, therefore their criticisms aren't valid, even when the topic has nothing to do with being a mother or having kids? Because I feel like that's going to be her go-to now, and it's going to be really obnoxious. MMO Addicted says, so yeah, very sorry for not being around recently, but with all that bullshit happening, and our opposition literally being cursed out of the Senate and curtailed, and it is all a bit much for me. I can't deal with anything political, even though I agree with it is all just too overwhelming. And my one avenue of getting out of here got delayed indefinitely, so it is all amazing over here. I'm really sorry. I hope you're able to get out soon. Isaac Inanimate says, skeptical and breedable. Bittergrin, thanks for 100 bits. Procagom, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs and getting us to 89% to level 3.
They lack any joy in their heart because society keeps telling them to go down paths that lead to hurt instead of ones that lead to happiness. My advice to them and anyone else out there who feels unfulfilled in life.
Jamie Lynn says Disney teaches you to hate your stepmother, whereas Pornhub has a whole different view on the subject. Yes, Pornhub teaches you that stepmothers are really, really easy at getting caught in things like the garbage disposal or washing machines. It's a very strange hazard. Anyway, that website's all about family togetherness from what I gained from a cursory glance of the titles. Don't really know, though.
Is to consider 3 things.
That stepsister. I'm sorry. I have to skip it very quickly as I get to my anime porn.
1, starting a family if you haven't already, getting closer to your family that's already here, and discovering how loved you are by Christ that he would suffer in our skin and die on the cross for you. And once you've done these things, start building a community of friends that share these same passions as you.
I'm joking, guys. I don't like hentai. Jesus fucking Christ.
And that's been the secret to my happiness. While all the attention my content received over the last few years was awesome, none of it even compares to
cleanse. Okay. Oh, pregnant women are smug. It is copyrighted. I like Garfunkel and Oates, though. They are funny.
How much more fulfilling my new journey in life has
Baha. No.
been. And I think this is why you guys are so passionate about the things you believe in. Because at the end of the day, you
I know you wouldn't say anything.
just want what's best for your family. This is going to be the winning message for conservatism going forward and what helped people like Glenn Youngkin win the state of Virginia in November. The only way to put America first is by putting the family first, and our country will be great again when we make this our national platform. St. John Paul II once said, "As the family goes, so goes the nation."
I don't care. I don't care what that guy said. I really, really don't. Isaac Inanimate says, feeling complete and happy in your marriage? Have a baby. What's the worst that could happen? If you guess, will I tell you? You can guess, but I'm not going to tell you.
And
MMO Addicted says, I mean, we all know that the only porn Hannah likes is Femboy 911. Anyways, I'll be signing off. Have a good night. Have a good night, too. Good night.
So goes the world in which we live. Now that I have a family, I hope I'll be able to resonate with you even better than before and focus on promoting the issues that matter most to your household. And the way we're going to achieve this is by first promoting the joy that family brings. The family is worth defending because the family is the heartbeat of the entire world. Life began through a family, and the redemption of Jesus Christ came with the help.
What? Life began through God creating, like, fish and birds and shit, and then animals. And then he created humans, but first he just created Adam, and then he took a rib, and he was like, how about this? And then it was Eve. It's not even biblically accurate. Oops, read that one. Nick says, we all know Caitlin likes children, kitchen, and church. Morok says, I like that one hentai where those dudes in a fantasy world go around writing a guide to fucking different fantasy species. I like the episode where they all get turned into girls and one of them has sex with a gnoll, and gnoll women, just like hyenas, have pseudo-dicks. It was hot. I'm happy for you, Morok. I'm very, very happy for you. I hate this stream. I hate my job. What? I'm wearing a Jadora. What the fuck?
And obedience of a holy family. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you for being with me over the years and hope you'll stay aboard as we shift focus towards a new chapter in our journey together. If If you want to
Hats
find
off.
out more of my thoughts on topics,
Thank you. I can be free of the Jador now. Good lord.
which would get me banned from social media, along with a more heartfelt conversation about my pregnancy, head on over to libertyhangout.tv right now to watch my uncensored podcast. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted the next time a video goes out, which I promise will be sooner than half a year this time. Crying, so excited. And then out of nowhere, I started feeling, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry all the time. Am I hungry? So I would eat something and then I would eat more. And as you can tell, I'm a little more puffier. I'm a little heavier, and we'll get into that as well. But I would eat, and the hunger feeling wouldn't go away. That was the beginning of nausea. I've never really been nauseous. I haven't thrown up in 10 years. I actually have a fear of throwing up. So the day came.
Fearless about shitting herself, though. Exposure therapy. Big help on that front.
Where I finally just let my body react the way it needed to react, and I threw up, and it was not good.
Good lord. Tea with Goblin says, if there's anything that the last COVID Christmas taught me is that family is absolutely something you can choose and doesn't require kids or marriage. My family is me, my partner, our 2 gigantic void cats, and the collection of wonderful queer rat bags that we picked up along the way. Agreed. Alec Holland, thanks for gifting a sub. We're at 27% to level 4. So that's what Caitlin's up to. Pregnant.
A lot
Seems
of
like
you made.
she's gonna make all her content about being pregnant and then about being a mom, and it's probably gonna be pretty obnoxious. So look forward to that. Tea with Goblin says the child within you Hold on, I gotta do a voice for this.
The child within you hungers, Caitlin. It craves flesh.
Hold on.
Feed it, Caitlin. Break into your neighbor's house and feed upon them. The poop child must feast.
That wasn't too bad. Felicia Angel, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Baha says she hates that. I'm just gonna, next time you're hitting it from behind, I'm just gonna be like,
yes, Baha. Harder. There is no head, only soul.
Austy Wasty, thanks for 100 bits. And joke's on you, I'm into that shit. It's fine, I'll be wearing the horns. It's thematically appropriate. You feel like Hannah just regained her virginity? Fuck yes. Valuable. 34% to level 5 on the hype train if anyone wants to reward me for this absolute degeneracy. What else we got? Let's watch a little bit of random right-wing watch stuff, and then we'll call it a night. Now I can marry Undead Chronic? I'm good. Hydrate. Kingdom Reborn, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Lots of gifted subs this hype train. I really appreciate it. Subs are awesome. They've been climbing again, which is nice, because the last couple months they've been down a little bit, but the gifted subs have been up. It's been really nice. Anonymous Cheer, thanks for 100 bits. Roman Civilian for 666 bits says, for succubus Hannah. And Sidosaurus says, have the rest of my bits, you degenerate. Thank you. We did the hype train, 146%. Thank you, everyone. Much, much, much appreciated. Hello, the History Gay. Nice name, I like that.
It is Obama, ladies and gentlemen.
When you get a chance, watch the Channel 5 interview with Q Shaman. Yeah, next tinfoil day, we're going to do that, I think.
That is the puppet master of it all. Why? Because Donald Trump did not defeat Hillary Clinton.
I mean, he did. He won the Electoral College.
He defeated Barack Obama.
What?
This is personal. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton was nothing but his protege.
Hillary Clinton is older than Obama and has been in politics much longer. What? Felix Night Owl says, do you know what Marvel's plan is to bring the X-Men into the MCU? I'm as big a Marvel fan as you and love the X-Men even more. The rumors are they're going to do it in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness using Wanda's powers somehow. That's an unconfirmed rumor, though. I don't know.
She was an extension of him and his presidency.
No?
Just like Joe Biden is.
You know when people say you're not even wrong? Like you're so off base that it doesn't even constitute a wrong answer? I think I understand that a little more now.
Trump almost beat, well, he did, Biden or
Wanda, yes, more mutants. I'm so afraid they're going to try and directly like do that House of M moment, but there's no way to make it not feel forced and have it create mutants. I don't know how they would do it. Deadman says, I know this is off topic, but what size hat do you wear? I don't know. I don't know what size hat I wear, actually.
Barack Obama twice. Because nobody likes you, Barack.
I have a large head, though. It's quite large. Let me see if does this hat say? No, because this is adjustable. Does this hat have size? This one fits pretty good. This hat's a large, and this one fits pretty well, so probably a large or an extra large. That might be a men's hat, though, or a unisex hat, so I don't know if it differs for, like, men and women sizes.
Have y'all ever thought about Barack Obama? Come out of nowhere. Nobody even knew the man. It never even led a Boy Scout troop. He literally came out of a inconsequential Senate seat over in Chicago, I believe. Nobody knew the man.
Presumably people did in Chicago.
All of a sudden, he's the puppet master in America.
He's not. He's retired. What? He does campaigning stuff.
Why?
But that's it. Other than that, he just does, like, speaking. I don't know if he's currently writing a book, but he already wrote his memoirs. I imagine he's spending time with Michelle and doing campaigning stuff for different politicians that he likes.
Because demon
yeah, he was charismatic.
Powers.
He had a message people liked, which was like hope and change. Unfortunately, he ended up not doing much because he continued to try and work with obstructionist Republicans in Congress who didn't want anything to do with him, but, you know.
Use these people.
Also, drone stuff. You get it. But.
To operate through them.
What a crazy guy. What a crazy, crazy guy.
Let's talk about this attack on you. This was really interesting to watch. So first you have what appears to be a well-rehearsed young man reading from a script on a national platform that he was obviously very well prepared for. It looked like it was practiced. And in the edited version that Fox decided to air, most likely segments handpicked by Tucker Carlson, the accusations about you specifically were right up front. Almost immediately, you have people like Rick Grinnell, Marjorie Taylor Greene, General Michael Flynn, a whole bunch of social media influencers, so-called journalists, Patrick Byrne, all these people attacking you, and it seemed extremely coordinated, at least to me. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a sitting member of the United States.
Nick says, Stu Peters, more like stupiders.
States Congress went so far as to call for you to be arrested and jailed. When just hours, days, and weeks before that, she and others were celebrating our justice system because it had apparently worked.
I do very much enjoy when right-wingers eat each other. It is pretty fun.
A system where everyone is a...
Did I see Tucker Carlson basically bullying Ted Cruz about the insurrection thing? I didn't. I saw the videos posted, but I was like, I tried to take January 6th and not stew on that shit. Too stressful, too stupid.
Afforded the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. So what are your thoughts on this?
Is this guy trying to get Linwood to beef with the rest of the right? He kind of already is.
Attack, and who do you feel is behind all of it?
I think that it was a planned attack by what I would describe as the deep state. I look back at it now, and I candidly believe that I was entangled in a psychological operation. I look at the people that have come out and attacked me, the commentators in the media, Tucker Carlson, Dan Bongino, this guy with the fake accent, Sebastian Gorka, the guy that runs Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk is deep state. Your face must be this small to join the deep state.
One of those people ever picked up the phone and tried...
When did the right turn on Linwood? It was relatively recently. He started getting crazier and crazier, and I don't mean that colloquially. I genuinely think he has, like, mental issues. And he started attacking other, like, QAnon influencers, like Flynn and stuff, and then it's gone on a whole thing.
The greatest people killer of all has been government. Nothing has killed more people than government has killed. And so when you look at that, the Founding Fathers believed
Black Plague,
that the people should be able to have
obesity,
have enough arms and
heart attacks, cancer
in place to be able to remind their government, you don't want to mess with us. You don't want to come after us. Well, if all we've got is pea shooters and they've got 50 caliber machine guns, that's not the point of the First Amendment, because they point
Second Amendment
out consistently, Patrick Henry and George Mason and others, that the greatest threat to your loss of guns will come from government, not from criminals or others. And so they were very adamant that you be able to have that, which is why we see in Boston, they didn't care if you have a cannon. You can have a cannon, but please don't shoot it in town or within a mile of town. It's just so loud. I mean, it wasn't the fact of having a cannon. It was just, it's a little loud just to be shooting off just for fun. So in the same way, you know, I don't want to see my neighbor stockpile nuclear bombs. Yeah, I don't want to see it, but I don't care if he has one, because he should.
You don't care if your neighbor has a nuclear bomb? Back when I lived in Saginaw, my neighbors wouldn't even know not to shoot their guns up in the air on New Year's, and you want your neighbor to have a nuclear fucking weapon?
He should have the same rights. But you're saying, well, I don't think private citizens should have nuclear weapons. But if you've been trained with responsibility and morality and the concept of when and where you use them, the Founding Fathers were trained extensively in the concept of defensive warfare.
It's a new concept. I call it universally assured destruction, okay? Everyone has a nuclear bomb is the only way we can ensure no one uses their nuclear bomb.
You don't start anything. Now, if somebody else starts it, you can take it on, but you don't start it. I don't care if my neighbor has a nuclear weapon as long as he has that defensive concept that he will never use that unless it's being used against him.
Jim Bob over in the other trailer is doing a retaliatory strike against the U.S. government. They're nuking his meth lab. Drake2112, thanks for following. Marcus Drake says, we just need responsible nuke owners to stop the bad nuke owners. Nukes don't kill people. people kill people with nukes. What the fuck? You know, on that note, I think that's a good as note as any to call it a day. Don't you think? We've been going for over 3 hours. Jesus. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the stream. If you came during the raid, thank you very much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Give me a follow if you liked what you saw. I do this almost every day. I do Chud Watch, I do Tinfoil Tuesday, or other days when I don't want to do it on Tuesday, where I look at conspiracy theories and make fun of them. No matter what, we come and have a lot of fun and make fun of very strange people and harmful ideas, and we have a nice community that's fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We're very LGBTQ plus inclusive. We don't allow any dumb bullshit, hate speech, anything. So come hang out and all that. That's my pitch. That's the end of my pitch. If you like this and you want to see my other content that I've already put out, I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/HannahReloaded, which I'll put in the chat here. YouTube. Not only do I have full streams over on my YouTube, I have all of my, I have stream clips, so if you don't want to watch a full 3-hour stream, I just take the individual segments from each stream. Not all of them, but the ones that I think are good enough to kind of be viewed on their own. I cut out, and they're their own videos. They're fun, so go check it out. Let's see who we're gonna raid. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Years, the Earthman has chosen to learn very little.
Felix Night Owl says, isn't it horrible how our feckless Democratic Party placates to rural red states and shits on progressives, but the Republicans never try to win over folks in big cities? Yep, it's annoying. H-Bird says, but Hannah, if people don't have nukes, how will they keep Antifa away? The answer to a bad guy with a nuke is a good guy with a nuke. Ah, yes, famously, all those Antifa nukes. Nick with 45 bits, thank you. Oops. Let's see if this will work. There we go. All right, have a good night, everyone. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll be back tomorrow. We do have to do a patron-only stream at some point this month. Probably not this Sunday, but I'm guessing next Sunday we'll do the patron-only stream. So there's still time to join the Patreon. There's a link on my channel below everything. It's like patreon.com/HannahReloaded, or search me on Patreon. Donate as little as $1. Buy me. Make sure I can buy my very expensive fetish porn that I have commissioned. It involves avocados. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you later. Enjoy Julian's stream. I don't know why I'm rambling at this point. Bye, everyone.